the studio. Senator Wamboyi, thank you so much, seeing you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for the opportunity.
What really happened today? That was senatorial, if I could use that word, undistinguished. How would you shout down a woman? How would you shout down a distinguished member of the society, Dr. Oby Ezekwesili, even at our age? Why?
Well, it is an action that brings up a reaction. And you'll hear from me first before you make such a erroneous conclusion. It's erroneous on your own side. Oh. And I'm here to give you
erroneous that she's a distinguished person.
And I'm a sitting senator.
Yeah, I made that.
I'm a sitting senator.
So I'm wondering.
So listen to the action that brought the reaction.
What made you do? And that's the question.
Today, we appeared before the Senate Committee on Public Petition. Senator Natasha was invited with her witnesses to come and prove allegation of sexual harassment against the Senate President. I was also invited as a witness to the Senate President to also rebut her falsehood, the false claim of hers. So it started when she was asked to be on oath, because she said she was a witness. He said, no, she can't be on oath. She can't take oath. So as a person, I said, okay, I'm willing to be sworn on oath so that I can give my own evidence. I was addressing the presiding officer, the chairman of the committee, and she turned to me and said, will you shut up your mouth? A sitting senator in the Senate, that I should shut up my mouth?
That's what aggravated you?
Yes. And I said, no, ma. Withdraw that statement. He said, will you shut up your mouth? You're a hooligan. I said, you are the hooligan. For a mother like you, a grandmother of your age, a former minister of the Federal Republic, to tell a sitting senator to shut up his mouth and to add that I'm a hooligan, then you are the hooligan. In fact, I went for her to describe her as in fact, let me not use that word again.
No,
but I respect her as a mother.
Yeah, but do you regret the scenario which played out?
How can I regret the scenario? I gave it to her.
But is that fair?
Is this fair for her to address me that way?
I mean, you could be offended, but as a man and as a senator, I mean, if you are offended, would you go in the same?
As a former minister of the Federal Republic, a grandmother, ask her first.
And I'm saying that it is human to err,
yes.
And without hearing,
if she erred, it is a male.
Without assuming that, I mean, to whatever allegations or whatever you said, Dr. Oby Ezekwesili said, yes. Because we've not heard from her side. Yes. But I'm saying that even if she offended you, yes. You have come of age too.
No,
if someone offends
I merely replied to her.
But you were emotional.
How can I be emotional? She was also emotional. Emotion jumps emotion.
But do you regret that kind of thing happening between both of you? This is happening on national television.
It's unfortunate that a mother, a grandmother, a person of her standard can be so moved by emotion to call a sitting senator a hooligan and that she shut up my mouth. When I was asking for clarification from a presiding officer, I was not addressing her. I was talking to the Senate Chairman Committee on Ethics. So I have no business with her.
If she apologizes to you, would you also?
Of course I will. I'm a Christian, and this is a Lenten period. But you cannot insult me. You cannot abuse me, and you ask me to keep quiet.
Why is this Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's matter emotional? Why
we should ask them. These are people that have been clamoring that they were not given opportunity to prove their case. The opportunity came. The petitioner started by saying that the committee is biased and she cannot lead evidence. I said, why can't you lead evidence in your case? You already have an affidavit. Just adopt the affidavit. He said, no, just from one flimsy excuse to the other. Just like Oby Ezekwesili. She says she's a witness. Take oath so that you can tell Nigerians and the whole world all you know about this case. She said no.
Senator.
They actually came to disrupt the cities.
Senator, I'd like to ask you, in all of this, there are feelers as though there is a chauvinistic tendencies going around in the Senate, and that some of who are men in the Senate do not have the air of patience or to accommodate the feminine voice in the Senate. It doesn't portray the Senate well.
That is wrong. Everybody has equal opportunity in the Senate, be you a man or a woman. In fact, in the Senate, there is no woman. We are all equal. Senator Natasha, who alleged also that the Senate president is silencing the voice of the female senators. This is a woman that have moved up to 6 motions. This is a woman that has to her credit 3 bills. The records are there. I can send it to you.
The allegations on the day that Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is talking about,
yes,
you were present in that house.
I was there.
You were behind them.
I was the closest person to Senator Natasha. In fact, let me give you
an account. The husband was between...
Let me give you a brief account. On that fateful day, when we landed at Victor International Airport, as God will have it, I drove in the same vehicle, her vehicle, from Victor International Airport to the Senate President's house after attending other series of programs in New York that the SP invited us. We retired to Senate President's house in the same vehicle. When we go to the house of Mr. President, I remember vividly, she was complaining of her shoe paining her. She stayed back with the husband. I went up to meet the Senate President with other senators. Senator Stengu was there, Senator Dankwambo was there, Senator Sam Bello said over 20 senators were there. The man took us around his garden and gave us a dinner. When it was 12 midnight, we all sang birthday song in honor of the Senate President. There was never a time the Senate President held her hand as alleged and made any unholy advances to her. It never happened in that. But
you were not, but there were 2 of them.
I was there.
Said, there are words against the Senate President, but you were not at the moment, in the moment which she was talking about.
I was there at that moment.
Because she said her husband was right behind them.
She was always with her husband. If you watch the video, which I'll make available to you, she was at the right back side with her husband.
Would you say that the Senate has been fair? Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is said not to have been invited. Fair hearing comes to play.
She was invited.
Was she invited to
She was invited.
Was she invited?
We wrote her a letter.
Did you see the letter of invitation that was changed?
Of course.
And the sitting was brought back and they sat and on that
I don't know about that. I don't know about I got my own invitation as a witness. Petitioner got her own invitation. I believe she got her own invitation to be there.
Is it possible, Senator, because we are totally out of time, is it possible that you and your colleagues consider a political solution to all of this? This is messy and it's giving the Senate a bad name.
If you watch, no, it's not giving Senate a bad name. It's giving Senator Natasha a bad name because she is trying to prove the impossible. And remember, this is the same woman that have accused other prominent Nigerians of sexual harassment. And I'm disappointed that media is not going towards that direction. You people are not objective in your reportage. This is the same woman that accused one of you, Reno Mokre, of sexual harassment. When the young man brought her evidence that he was in America when the sexual harassment happened.
When I hear what this matter, the whip sheep, it says Senator Natasha have accused other prominent Nigerian. So I was actually waiting to hear the name of that prominent Nigerian. Then I was shocked when he mentioned Reno Omokri. So when did Reno Omokri become a prominent Nigerian? How is Reno Omokri a prominent Nigerian? The same lie that Reno Omokri came out to lie, and it was debunked by the same Senator Natasha. We played it on this platform. So what is this man saying? That Chinese television or other mainstream medias are biased on their reportage. How? So Reno Omokri is now a prominent Nigerian. How? Where? So anybody that stole money, work with satanic criminals in the government sector, automatically you've gathered them for yourself. You are now a prominent Nigerian. Let's move on.
You don't say anything about it.
Senator,
this is the same woman
we need to go, Senator.
No, you need to go into
Senator,
because
is there a possibility of a political solution to this?
If you watch the suspension terms, we'll give a room for political solution. If she realizes her mistakes and tenders apology,
all right,
not just to the Senate President, but to the Nigerian Senate.
All right, Senator, we are totally out of time. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. On what happened between the whip sheep and Madam Oby Ezekwesili, I really want to extensively talk on that area. Yes, this time I might a little bit go on the ethnic route on that area. Yes. Because as we speak since yesterday, because except somebody call in later on to explain to me, because what I don't know, I ask questions. Yes. But we cannot continue to ask questions when it concerns us. But if now another person, we know they ask question. These two are Igbos. You and I know that these two, Madam Oby Ezekwesili, na Igbo woman, sheep whip or whip sheep, na Igbo man. Now, my question is that, how come majority of the Igbos refuse to talk on this issue? Even some of the platform that I bring here to play, even one of the videos that I play from the beginning of this broadcast, you know, that our brother, he refused to talk about it on his own platform. Then I went on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I noticed that 99.9% of the Igbos did not talk on this matter. This is the state of the nation. They refused. I want to know why. I want to know why the Igbos did not contribute to this matter. Yes, it's my right to know. Because if someone they do one like this, say, if something happened to my Edo people, I don't want to put my escape arm, you know, consign me, right? But when it happened to the Yorubas, I will run come out. When it happened to the Igbo, I will run come out. That means there's some spirit or practices of biasness there. Some of you might not see where I'm coming from. I'm asking, how come the Igbos sidelined their voices out of these two? For me, it's one of the biggest breaking news or topic I've seen. Insulting a prominent woman like Oby Ezekwesili like this on the public space. But why is it that because two of them are Igbos, a lot of Igbos did not contribute to this matter? My admins, now no say this satanic set of people, some of them don't like when you talk truth. In case you see anyone for comment section, block them on earth and the heaven. I'm not interested how long the person have been with me before or whatever. I don't deal with biased people. I'm not interested. Once they all drop that satanic hatred comment, block them on earth and the heaven. Simple. Because when we bring the matter of Edo, Yoruba, other tribes, River State will be discussing it, fine. No, it is wrong. We can't do that. This must be condemned. Although, a lot of other people on air, I read comment which I'll be showcasing shortly. They blame whip sheep or sheep whip. Why few also blame Madam Oby Ezekwesili that you cannot tell a city senator to shut up? For me, I don't know, but I'd rather be patient for other people's opinionism. But how come say our lovely Igbo people not talk for these two matter? If now Bevolo and Obaseki they fight for Ring Road just now, everybody go to talk. We are not going anywhere in Nigeria. We are not going. See, man, the height of the hypocrisy amongst us or within us or living with us is too much. It's just too much. You know, say people like us, they speak truth to power. And when they talk, so many people cannot dare go to this area. Though they fear. They don't want to make people hate them. They don't want to offend anybody. That's why we are not going anywhere. You know, we are not going anywhere. What, Sister, you said what? What did you say? You said you will say the Igbo channel you watch, not all Igbo. I'm not saying all, nobody mentioned all Igbo. Or you don't understand English. Don't you understand English? Please don't get me upset. You've been with me for a while, but with this kind of sensitive contribution or whatever topic, it can get me mad. I said 98% or 99% of the Igbo. That's not 100%. So if you see, I told you that even though we have one or two, the major, go to Twitter, go to Instagram, Facebook. How many of them talked about it? What are you talking about? Please be careful, man. Hello, yeah, good evening to you, Mr. Schultz. Talk to me. Good evening to you. Go ahead. Can you talk off your TV, sir? Just go ahead and talk.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Go ahead, sir. I can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, Niger Watch, and good evening, everyone. I do a salute to you all. Niger Watch, the truth is that for me in person, why I choose not to comment anything about the issue between Obi and the Chibwe because Nwebo is because for me, I think they are not representing us well. So as it stands so now, for me, any of the politicians from the Igbo race that decide to fight each other, I will not pull out because they are not representing us well. They are only fighting for their.
Yeah, Mr. Schultz, it doesn't. It no matter if you they put man for Tinubu matter, if they put man for Atiku matter, then why can't you put, even though they are not representing you, is it not the opportunity for you to put your mouth to talk about it properly, to come here and disgrace both of them?
Yes. For me, I'm talking for my what Nwebonyi did, the way he spoke to Obi and I would like call it to Mommy Obi, the way Nwebonyi spoke to her is very, very bad.
Very, very wrong. Any angle you look at it, it's Madam Obi and this whip sheep or sheep whip, are they mates? They be mates?
From all angles. But the fact that they are not age mates, the fact that she's a woman, a mother, a grandmother, in fact, she has even contested for the presidency. He's supposed to have, given her the respect that is due for her. As I am, my mother can shout on me. I will not react. Someone that is
But Mr. Schultz, you said the reason why you don't want to talk for this matter because the two of all these Igbo people, they are not representing us well. But do you know the name Madam Oby Ezekwesili don't make? Not just in Nigeria, but not even Africa, all over the world. Do you even know? Tell me the area Madam Oby Ezekwesili don't fail us for Nigeria. Tell me one.
Mr. Niger Watch, Madam Oby has tried. She has tried.
And why do you categorize that with satanism?
It's not enough for that region. It's not enough for that region. The insecurity going on in Nigeria in the southeast. At least I'm expecting her and the very many Igbos to come out and address the issue. Then we know development without security.
All right.
So let them.
Mr. Schultz, find your way to the panel. Find your way to the panel. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Elvis, give me 30 seconds.
Okay, go ahead. Quickly. My presentation continues.
What you start right now, you see some of them in conversation that will start coming now. You say your assessment is wrong. Let them come to the panel to speak, not by going to conversation. Let them come into the panel and speak their own. Like your assessment is wrong. Like they're making comment there. Let them come to the panel to speak. Thank you.
Anyway, it's a sensitive matter. I don't want to look like I'm
Niger Watch.
Yes, sir.
Not deviate to continue because I will help you out to continue.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I don't want it to look like I'm biased, that I'm supporting Madam Oby over this satanic whip sheep or sheep whip. Yes. But regardless of how it appears, we should be straightforward over our deliveries. How come many people are isolating themselves? Let me take this call, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Hello, sir. I can hear you. Please talk to us, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Senate, I don't know where they are heading to. They
Madam Rita, I can see you.
I don't think they represent anybody. They don't represent Nigerians.
Yes, I know, but it's Madam, sir, what about Madam Ezekwesili, please?
Yeah. Madam Ezekwesili, even though, I didn't watch the something, and I'm sure she went there to represent the Natasha's case.
Yes.
I don't see why that young man, I don't know how old he is, unfortunately, I told you about my science doctor, so I don't watch, I just listen.
Okay.
The truth is this, if they have respect for themselves, even when the so-called Senate president was calling this clown, sorry, I don't want to use language that we found your this thing on the display. When he was calling him to order, if he was a sensible person, he would stood up. They don't have regard for anybody. So there's a question, it shouldn't be an exception to them. He is as just any other Nigerian. They don't value anybody's personality. In case they don't understand, they don't value anybody. Look at what the rubbish he was saying before. I think that was Charles he was interviewing a moment ago.
Okay.
And Charles was asking him, can't you even look at it, even if it was your mate? Put yourself in the position of the man that you are and address him as the woman that she is, like a woman has some feminine weakness.
Okay, thank you.
That you would have even ignored that and let the Senate president be the one to talk to her, but to rather look at her directly in the face and you were shouting raining abuses on her. Unfortunately, Nigeria, I don't know, everybody has just gone soft. Everybody has gone soft. So if anyone said that thing he did there, because what type of a senator are you? Which senator? Are they not watching America and watching other nations that are running the same democracy?
Okay, thank you, sir.
I say the way these senators are behaving.
Okay, right.
It's a shame.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. We have other person calling in right now. Let me quickly take. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I need to take another call quickly. Yeah, Mr. Larry, please go ahead. Everybody should do 2 minutes, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Go ahead.
Guys, the truth is, there is a lot of huge gap in terms of age between this senator and this prominent woman. But unfortunately, you will not see any Igbo people to put their mouth. I saw this thing on Mayegun platform. Mayegun is a Yoruba, man. His platform since last night, yesterday. Immediately you finish your own program.
Yes.
I joined Mayegun. Yes, immediately. So Mayegun has showcased this. Mayegun is a Yoruba man. I follow other Igbo this thing too. You don't see any Igbo talk about it because this attitude is the norms in Igbo society. I married Igbo woman as the second wife. This attitude of disrespect, rudeness to elderly is a normal thing. They don't see it as anything.
Voice in our country. So anybody that needs to fight for her don't need to be.
What I am saying is that when you said we are not saying any people, to talk about it, they are not to talk about it because they don't see anything wrong in that display of shame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what I am. It's a norms in their society, in Igbo culture. That's the way a typical Igbo man, Igbo woman, Igbo parents with their children, with the family life, a typical Igbo settings. That is how they were brought up. I married Igbo woman. I am currently married to an Igbo woman, so I understand what I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me take another call. Yeah, good evening to you. Your name? Hello. Off your TV, please. Please, please. Your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, this is John. I'm calling from Maiduguri.
Okay, Mr. John, thank you, sir. All the way from Maiduguri. Talk to us quickly.
All right. I just believe this man is a tout from the beginning. He's a tout.
Which of the man? The whip sheep or the sheep whip?
I don't know what to call him, whether whip chief or cheap whips or anything. The man is.
But some people say he's a conductor.
See, the truth is that someone that lacks home upbringing would always continue to display his or her character. And as you've always said, as long as someone is linked to this current ruling party, I wonder what he must have been offered to be defending the allegations that have been laid on the person he is defending. That is the whole thing triggering him to act this way, to continue to receive his stomach structure filled. I just believe the man lacks respect for the caliber of a woman Mrs. Oby Ezekwesili is, and to tell you the fact, whatever he did was very, very wrong.
Thank you.
Is it wrong for somebody of that age to tell you to shut up?
I don't understand.
You say it.
My brother, I don't.
She is
someone like me, Madam Oby Ezekwesili will say, make I shut up and I'm a senator. I don't go raise my head again throughout that session.
In fact, as a man that he is, men are known to handle such kind of pressures. When you hear something like that, you even have to calm down to assess the whole situation, and the way you would even respond will show how sensible you are. But in this very aspect, he has really displayed how empty.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. Good evening to your name and where you're calling us from. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Mr.
Yes, just.
My name is John.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Go ahead, sir. You have 2 minutes, quickly.
All right, sir. Three things that I'm going to take away from here. Yeah, three things that I'm going to take away from here. Number one, is the business of the Senate is about transactional. You see, that man abusing Ezekwesili, he is in bought off, you know. They bought him already, so he's fighting for his stomach. That's the truth. Number two, I am disappointed with the women folk in Nigeria, even all over the world. By now, they should have stood up for Oby Ezekwesili.
Me, I don't understand.
In Nigeria today, they should have stood up for that woman. I know Oby Ezekwesili, she's a respectable woman. She's respected, not over Nigeria, even all over the world.
Exactly.
You understand? And nobody stood for that. Nobody stood for her up to today. It's even Nigeria watch here that you standing for Oby Ezekwesili, which is too bad. So, and finally, I'm an Igbo man from Anambra State. You see, I must say the fact and the truth. We Igbos, we do not respect people. We don't respect people.
Oh.
I'm a man of I respect people. Personally, I respect people a lot. That woman will talk to me, I will be quiet. I may go to her later and say, Mama or Mommy, this is what you said, I don't like it. You understand? As a sign of respect. But I'm telling you the truth, Mr. Elvis, Sir Elvis, the Igbos, I am an Igbo man. I will say it today. Let them come up for me. We don't have respect. And we have to change this attitude. Finally, let me give kudos to every one of you in that studio.
Thank you.
You especially, and every other person.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, a lot of people are calling in, but I can't take all calls right now. My presentation is still ongoing. That make me not the talk for the middle of my presentation. If not, that presentation we cannot finish it anymore.
Mr. Elvis, you're quick, because what did they hurt me, yo?
I bet, hold on. All right, thank you very much, Madam Patience. Thanks for calling in, man. Talk to us. Hello, man. Good evening, man. We can hear you. Go ahead. Good evening to you.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. advice to this Ezekwesili. You see this woman? She's the #2 most respected woman in Nigeria.
Not just in Nigeria.
Of Africa.
Exactly.
You know, apart from the one, the head of a trade union organization, what's her name again? Iwala.
Yeah.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
Yes.
I watched the clip. It just show how, permit me to use this word, disgusting. No decorum, no respect. No respect. Even when they were trying to shut down.
Look at the animalistic behavior. Somebody that should be stoned. They should stone him from that Senate there.
They were trying to shut down his mic. He continued fighting those people trying to shut it down. I have never witnessed, I'm so happy about this. It shows the ill in our society because those who are representing us shows how bad the country is. Nigeria is corrupt. They don't care about any other person. It's just me. Look at the way he was insulting this woman of high repute. Look at what he was saying. How can a national house of assembly be even like a doubt, like that will? Well, I'm not surprised.
Thank you.
They said once the head is corrupt, every other body is corrupt.
Exactly.
So that's just it. I just want to put my voice to that.
Thank you, ma.
All
God
right,
bless you.
bye.
Thank you, ma. Yeah. All right, call us. I beg. We're gonna hold on first. We're gonna hold off. I don't know why I don't remove my number from the screen. Everyone, please just hold on. Let's quickly move on. My presentation is not over yet. Bless all this presentation now to just can't forget everything like this. So, we're good though, for forgetting like this. But meanwhile, let me quickly take people's reactions to this. Please, everybody, stay mute for now. Now, this person wrote, which is the what I use on my thumbnail. He wrote, if not for Nigeria politics constantly putting talks in political seats, this Upper Iweka boss conductor cannot sit at a table with Aunty Oby Ezekwesili anywhere in the global world. Then people reacted. Then this one, Wisdom said, that explains why she had to tell him to shut up? Question. Then I have other person here, Aredo Obamedo, said, if this was from another tribe in this country, Igbo people would have tagged and insulted his entire tribe because of his behavior. But because he's an Igbo man now, they are quiet and few of them are trying to constructively criticize him. Some are even defending him. Somebody that should be stoned. Anyway, let's move on. Mezie Abia said, I recall those days public officials and leaders were known for their outstanding intelligence and unique wisdom, not anymore. Today's semi-illiterate who should ordinarily be loading buses in the motor park have taken over government positions in Nigeria. Political leaders who are easily recognized for their sound judgment, quality thought, and wise decisions are on relegation in the Nigerian leadership space. Semi-illiterate who have no business with maintaining decorum now have the stage. Sadly, they can't give beyond what they have. While I have other person reacting here, Jariononit said, let's always try to balance these things and leave sentiment aside. Who is Ezekwesili to tell a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to shut up his mouth because he was asking to be sworn an oath? You can't be rude to someone and expect to be respected. Just imagine. Anyway, we are balancing all our responses here. Yeah, Dot said, Obi caused this mess, to be fair. She never had respectful dialogue. Even telling your grown-up son can result in a bad conversation. You can't be ugly physically and also in behavior. Just imagine. It is a disaster. No wonder she does not have a home. I don't know what that means. Then I have this long one here. You might not see it, but don't worry, I'll take it. AY said, I'm feeling that Madam Obi was at the hearing with a superiority complex. Psych. A person with a superiority complex often exhibits an exaggerated sense of self-importance, belittling others, and a constant need for validation, often as a way to compensate for underlying insecurities. Here is more details breaking down of the symptoms of characteristics, key signs and symptoms. I'll just leave that one because what that guy was saying, I would like to take another person. Hammer of God said, a foolish manhood in a pleasant word. Criminal-minded individuals should never be allowed near political power because they undermine governance, erode public trust, and use their positions for personal gain rather than public service. The current political landscape in Nigeria demonstrates how opportunistic individuals manipulate the system for their selfish interests. The Muhammadu Buhari administration, for example, used extensive propaganda to discredit the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, allowing corrupt politicians to gain influence. These individuals were not chosen based on merit or dedication to their people, but rather on their willingness to align with a political agenda that suppress true democratic aspirations. Many of these politicians have history of betraying their own communities to advance external interests. When IPOB exposed their secret dealings, including plans to subjugate the Igbo people and turn their homeland into a political tool for external forces, these politicians retaliated by labeling IPOB as a terrorist organization rather than addressing the concerns raised. They used their political influence to silence opposition and protect their position of power. This clearly demonstrates why individuals with corrupt and self-serving motives should never be entrusted with political authority. Social media has played a significant role in shaping public perception, sometimes to the detriment of the movement seeking genuine change. Many online influencers and commentators who lacked a deep understanding of IPOB's advocacy for the good governance took the side of these compromised politicians. This misinformation contributed to the entrenchment of corrupt individuals in power. The fight against such political figures is not unique to IPOB. Activists like Omoyele Sowore have also been vocal about the need to purge the Nigerian political system of these elements. His stance highlights the broader necessity of ensuring that governance is led by individuals committed to the justice and accountability. Then, lastly, I just taking this because I want us to learn something from here. The leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has consistently emphasized the need for the Igbo people to break away from Nigeria and form an independent Biafra where governance would be based on integrity and service to the people. In such system, individuals like Senator Owamboyi and others with questionable political ethics would never be allowed near government institutions. The vision is for a political structure that prioritizes the welfare of the people rather than one that enables a cycle of corruption and betrayal. Ultimately, a nation's progress is determined by the quality of its leadership. When criminals occupy political office, they divert resources meant for development, suppress opposition, and entrench systems of oppression. This is why it is imperative to remain vigilant and ensure that governance is reserved for individuals with integrity, competence, and a genuine commitment to the people's well-being. Political power should be wielded by those who seek to uplift society, not by those who exploit it for personal gain. Hamas post. See, when I read this post earlier on, I was carried away. So I thought I should bring it here so that we all, maybe you will understand. Because if you check our political space today, a lot of people that are ruling us today, they don't supposed to be there. Let's be honest ourselves. They shouldn't be there. They shouldn't even be close at all. But unfortunately, now we find ourselves. It's very, very sad. I'd like us to listen to this one quickly.
Set up a committee. Senate set up a committee to investigate sexual harassment on a woman. Women now came with men on the table to deliberate and talk about this sexual harassment. One of the men that was there, that's supposed to be part of the committee, still abuse, disrespect, and put down another woman. As it is, our Senate is already bad. It's men's only. When you have 109 and 105 men, 4 women, 1 suspended, remaining 3. That's a problem already. You have taken them out of the equation. Now, Senate setting up a committee to look into a sexual harassment. You still disrespect another ex-minister in the committee. This is our Senate. Oh, Batorogunwa, they no send any woman. Because the picture we are seeing today and the accusation and the lifestyle, I think say our women now other rooms we put them. Look at what happened today in the Senate. Another man, they harass another person's grandmother. They harass another person's wife by going ja. We never ready. None of us will be here if there is no woman. It is time we respect and put them where they belong. When you're ready, committee will sit. But for this one, na kangaroo will they do. And INEC, thank you. Let all the 250,000 people come with their phone number, their BVN, and their email, and their ID. Exactly. Let's see the 250. I stand with Natasha. I stand with Nigerian women. They deserve better. They are not in the other rooms.
How you guys doing today, man? We don't come back again. This one are very good news concerning Natasha. Some of them say, Natasha matter left, Natasha matter right. Yes, it's everywhere. Yes, we are showing concern because we are fighting for the prospective women that might likely fall, into this kind of satanism, of sexual harassment. We are not accusing anybody, upon say she submit a sexual harassment case, nobody wants to investigate it. They didn't end there. They went all the way to put people together, to call her back home, which is called a recall. Remember, I said, don't carry this, Ghana must go. About 4 or 5 of them, that go to trailer, take carry and go INEC. Make INEC recall Natasha back home, not to be senator anymore, to declare a seat vacant. But the good news now is say INEC don't reject her. My people, INEC reject her. You know why? Normally the process, now I want to listen to if now 3,000 people, 9, they call her back. You know, if that 3,000 people, all of them will get their phone numbers, they will get their addresses and everything there. Even their NIN number, everything needs to be there. Guess what? All the 10,000 people or 20,000 people, or how many people when they put together, now only one phone number, all application, allegedly. And then say, what is this one now? What is something matter, BO? What is happening here? They reject everything. But let me take you through the process, how it did work. Listen to this from Arise.
The recall process in Nigeria has in times past been described as a Herculean process due to the stringent steps to recall a federal lawmaker. Section 69 of the 1999 Constitution as amended and the Independent National Electoral Commission's 2024 guidelines for recall outlines the procedure. The recall process begins when over 50% of registered voters in the senator's constituency sign a petition which must have clear contact information for all petitioners, including their addresses, multiple phone numbers, and email addresses. The petitioners must also submit a certified true copy of the total number of registered voters in the constituency to ensure the authenticity of the signatures. When the petition is submitted, INEC cross-checks the petition to confirm the authenticity of the signatures. If successful, a verification exercise is conducted at polling units where only the signatories to the petition confirm their intent. If the verification passes, a referendum is scheduled within 90 days, allowing all registered voters in the constituency to vote either yes or no to the recall. For the recall to succeed, more than 50% of registered voters must vote yes. If this threshold is met, INEC will then issue a certificate of recall to the Senate President, who is then legally required to declare the senator's seat vacant, triggering a by-election. In the case of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's recall petition, INEC has noted key issues. The petitioners only provided a vague address and included only one phone number instead of multiple contact details as required. The Commission says they did not submit a certified true copy of the registered voters from INEC, which is critical for verifying the signatures of voters in Kogi Central Senatorial District. INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, in a statement, stressed that the recall process must strictly follow the Constitution and INEC's 2024 recall guidelines for it to be successful. Olumekun assures the public that if the petitioners correct these flaws, INEC will proceed with verifying the signatures at polling units using the bimodal voter accreditation system. Both petitioners and the senator will then be allowed to send representatives to observe the process alongside accredited journalists and independent observers. While no senator in Nigeria has ever been successfully recalled due to the high legal thresholds and political challenges involved, the process remains a key constitutional mechanism for holding lawmakers accountable. Somi Maduagu, Arise News.
You see, this is a good news. Although INEC can never be trusted. But when they still do something right, for now, just still talk IB. You understand? So that recall will likely not stand. Because at the moment, now INEC don't reject them. May they go put phone number for all of them. Most see how they want to go gather 10,000 phone numbers, different phone numbers, register to the same people, the same names, where he signed that satanic recall. What do I know? Now our duty to carry upon give you now as we take here. Leave your own opinion on the comment section. Let me read it and let's take it from there. Join us every day, 7 p.m. on Nigeria Watch Media. Let's talk about the things that's affecting us every day. We are here. We are here 7 p.m. every day, 365 days in a year. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Take care and bye. All right, guys, I'll leave my
part of correction. Now they change.
Yes.
They change. I see for news now for INEC platform. They don't get the addresses and numbers for the people. They accept the petition.
They don't get that.
Check them. Yeah.
It cannot. You see, that thing cannot. It cannot stand. It can't stand.
Forget
So,
it.
It can't stand. It cannot stand.
Oga
You see,
Jonathan, overnight
eh?
they don't get everything.
You
Anyway,
say
I'll
what?
fetch it. That means say they don't get everything already. The
They don't
10,000
get
phone
no,
number.
but it will not. They know now. You see, INEC Yakubu was trying to do the right thing. He wanted to do the
Yeah.
right thing. Between yesterday and today, he has
The doctor.
received call from above. Baba Sokwe,
Exactly.
Baba Sokwe don't enter.
Yeah.
That is Baba himself. Agbado don't enter into the mix. So that is why the story changed. But Yakubu is trying to save his face. He really, really wants to do the right thing. He just wants to do the right thing. But Baba Sokwe don't enter now. So you
Overnight.
can see.
I'll never see anything for this country. Anyway, if I have a time later on, I'll continue with my presentation, but I want us to start talking right now. I would like to hear from my panelists. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thanks for your time with us today. Guys, press on the dollar sign, encourage what we do here, like Mother Suberry did earlier on. Thank you so much. Help us to press on that like button, help us to share as well. Okay, I would like to start with the first person on the panel, which is Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, thank you very much, my brother, for joining us. It's good to hear from you. You have
Good
8
evening,
minutes.
Mr. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for the good job, the good work you're doing. May God bless you, keep you safe.
Thank you.
You see, let's forget about this our doctor lady, this our grandmom. Let's forget about say she will post from that country or they know him outside the continent or worldwide. Let's forget about that. Maybe just under African woman, Nigerian woman, old grandmom. How can you open your mouth to respond to that woman, even though she's not holding any position this outside this? Nobody knows her before. She said, "Keep quiet." He said, shut up." This man was so rude to the extent that she cannot take it. They use that word "shut up." If you go and listen to the video, you call yourself honorable according to dishonorable people. They are dishonorable people. It is time for them to close the National Assembly, Senate. They should close it, send them back home because they're not useful. They are bullies. You see, waiting God. This is a sign. This is a punishment for them. Father was everywhere. This man bring his character, his behavior. The senators there, the so-called parliament there, they bring their characters and behavior. They cannot even see that there's camera around. The whole world is watching them. What about when there's no camera? How will this man behave? That's the question to the women there. Today in the Senate, look at the way they treat those men there too. They cannot give them a chance to speak. People like this not supposed to be in a society where they call them senators or government officials. These people should be ended up in motor park, Agberus. Can you insult a woman, a grown-up woman, a old woman like that? Some people will be giving excuse. Why did she call a serving senator? Who is a senator? People vote him to work for them. Who is he? We can call our president here, our prime minister here, we'll call our councillor here, any name. They will not reply us in the rude manner the way that senator did. And someone will come here and start giving excuse. Why did you insult a senator? Who is a senator? It's a public servant, for God's sake. You see, if you go and watch this guy video, go and watch the video and see his character. I don't think he have a wife either. If he do, that woman is in trouble. In trouble. Because you can see the aggression, the thuggery behavior, mannerless behavior in his face. It's like when they gave him chance to hit on this one, he would do it. As wicked as he is. Also, I'm ashamed as a man. Listen to this guy, the way he start behaving, insulting a grown-up woman like that. Where woman they respect in the whole world. Women have done more than his generation have done. Insult this woman, wash her from like insulting his own child. And somebody will come here and give an excuse. Why did she talk to the senator? Who is a senator? He's a goddamn public servant. What this guy should have done? He should have said, he should have just mellowed down quiet. Then after the talk, you tell the woman, please, what you said, I didn't like it the way you insult me. That would be okay. You don't react. You are a public servant. You are a senator, you said. You call yourself honorable. Where do you see honorable there? In this, all of us, let's be sincere. In all the senators you have ever seen on national TV, on internet, have you seen honorable there? They are a bunch of dog, whiffrats, street boys. They call themselves grown-up men who are Senate president. These are people supposed to be in jail. Some of them will be in motor park in their village. They come there to show their power, to tell the women we have the power. But you see, it's a punishment for him. There's a camera there. He saw everything. He saw their character, their behavior. You can see the so-called Imansu, whatever they call that one there. You can see his own behavior there too. You can see them. Nigeria, we need to wake up from all these things. We need to kick all these people out. We need to do something right now. We don't need this. We don't need people like this to be in power. If you cannot do it, let them crap this senator and the House of Representatives. They should close them off because they are jobless. How can you insult honorable woman like that, grandmother, who have done a lot for this country, who have fought? What has this man done? This Ewu. This guy had home training. It was not well brought up at home. I'm a pure Benin born blood man. I'm older than this so-called your senator. I cannot even look my mother's face when she's talking to me. I cannot look at my elderly men, responsible men or women face when they are talking to me because I was well brought up. If I have to be in that group there where this man was making this noise, I don't forget police will take me out from there. I will tell him how to treat a queen. And some fools will come out here and start supporting this. Why did the woman call him shut up? It should shut up because it's disturbing. It should shut up. Mr. Elvis, when somebody go on your nerves, when you talk, you start to say something, it's getting on you say, keep quiet or shut up. Let me speak. You can say it. It's a reflect. And she have right to say it to him. Because he's a public servant. You can take any glass balls. This is how it is. If you cannot take it, go and stay in your village. Go back to your village. We can Jonathan, they insult Jonathan, call him names. They didn't reply anybody. But the same thing. Who is he? I mean, somebody will say he's a serving senator. What betide the senator? Anofia. Odiberibe. We don't need people like this. They are all lunatic, mad people who call themselves senators and House of Reps. They should wipe them off. They're not the president. They're not the president of Nigeria. They're the president INEC. If Nigeria is a country that's working, people like this also to be in the Senate. People like this insult a grown-up woman like that in the public space. They forgot they are serving the Nigerian people. The Nigerian allowed them to be there, even though INEC put them there. They should learn to respect every Nigerian. We have right to speak and call them names, and they will accept it and keep quiet. I was waiting for this because I was looking at the Senate today. I was thinking they're going to talk about this bunch of this character. This was supposed to be suspended. This man, what did Senator Natasha didn't do something like this? He didn't do nothing. They give us 6 months. Look at what this guy did. Nobody talk about it. They did not suspend him. People like this supposed to be wiped off from the Senate. It's a disgrace. I got what they call him the party. They should call him back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I have a very congestive broadcast right now.
Please, Niger Watch. Please, Niger Watch. Niger Watch. 1 moment, please.
Somebody's on the phone.
Okay.
Mr. Ferrara, thanks sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir. Go ahead. Good evening to you, sir.
Yes, thank you. God bless you, Mr. Elvis. God bless Money Diaspora. You guys are doing a great job. You see, the issue we are addressing today on this senator insulting the former minister, because it boils down to only one point, Mr. Elvis, the mentality of Nigerians regarding who is the highest office, who is at the top and who is at the bottom. The highest office of the land is the office of the citizen, of the people. They, the senators, they work for us. But Nigerians don't own.
You are muted, sir. Ferrara, you are muted. Okay, we need to go. You just muted yourself. Unfortunately, we now rush at your day, so I got to see him quickly. You have 10 seconds because I have something to present.
It's even, I want to plead. I know it's not yet my turn because I'm hurrying up to somewhere, and I don't know whether I will meet you when I come back. Because please, I'm just want to plead.
You cannot be submission now.
I know that's what I said. Let me go before Black Panther. Rita, Madam Rita, please, if they can allow me.
Go ahead, my doctor.
Okay, I'll come back to you. They say that we allow it, sir. It's okay. Let me present this. I'll come back to you, sir. Thank you. Please mute yourself. Thank you. All right. According to what you guys were saying just now, concerning the INEC, I just confirmed it. I have the document here, and our brother have already talked about it a few seconds ago, Mr. Common Sense. So let's rather just listen to him.
Commission has now officially commenced the proceedings for the recall of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. In an INEC press statement in the public at the moment, they said that consequent or as a follow-up to the letter that the statement they issued yesterday, where they said they halted the proceedings for the recall because a few things were not right. They are now saying that what was not right were the names and signatures, house address, email address of the petitioners, so to speak, and they have received that right now and they'll move on. Of course, you were not expecting anything different. It's not surprising. A lot of us knew what's in the offering. Whether these petitions go through or not, there's one very important statement that the Nigerian political class wants to make, and that is to instill fear on the minds of the people that want to stand against them. Unfortunately, and I'll say this, I've had to take a closer look into Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. I've had to fall in love with our works for our people. I've seen a lot of videos that detail that. You will even recall that the petitioners didn't mention that she wasn't representing the people well, or that she was failing in providing dividends of democracy as constituency project for our people. They hanged on the fact that she's been suspended, and all of this were scripted. However, this is my humble submission, and I'm saying this to Nigerians who are in politics, who thinks that keeping quiet for 99 times would help their cause. I'm seeing a lot of us. The mistake that some of us are making is to think that this set of politicians that are currently that have captured this country have some level of respect or limits they can go. There's none. There's no limitation to what they can go. So whether you keep quiet for 99 times. So it was Senator, I think Aberibe, I think that's his name, that worked out because he was suggesting, or he moved the motion that Professor Henry Wosu, the former chairman of National Electoral Commission, of course in the very famous June 12, 1993 election, should be immortalized.
All right, before we start talking, I want us to quickly listen to this man here. Again, the whip sheep.
of sexual harassment?
Accused Reno or mockery of sexual harassment during the time of Goodluck Jonathan as president, when the young man was already in US attending to national issue. But of unlucky to her, she didn't know that this young man was outside the country. Upon the slightest provocation, she will come up with allegation of sexual harassment. And I don't know what is wrong with this lady. Does she think that she's the most beautiful woman on earth? Or is it because she's had chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria. And it is high time we come hard on her. And why people like us are speaking on top of our voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate president, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man. I have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, another product of blackmail. I was watching a video of how the father of the first wife of the husband narrated her ordeal when this lady came into their family, destabilized their family, and took over her husband. All right. And without going into her character, I asked Mr. Natasha how many husbands has she had in her life at the age of 47 or 45.
Okay, what I've learned from this whole thing is that this sheep whip was placed. They place and say, now you go airports, you're the counter, the tackle Natasha, they go. And anybody affiliated with Natasha and is doing his job perfectly. Yes, he was assigned for this job. You said what? This is crazy.
Nigeria watch.
Yes, sir.
You see, what that man is doing there is trying to damage Natasha's image in the public so that the public will turn around against her and thereby making that recall strong on the Senate floor with INEC, because already that recall is already flawed. So if the INEC go further with it, they'll be held responsible and the court will go against INEC because it's already flawed. When you have a problem with the names and they brought the first list and it is all with one phone number, it's already that very document is already criminated. It's a criminal document already.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Thank you very much. Because of time, let's move on. Sir Louis, you're also calling that you have a place running to, that you are next. You are not next, Sir Louis. You know, after Mr. Henry, it should be Black Panther, then Madarita, before Sir Louis, then give us a mandate. So you have two people ahead of you, but Oga already begged to take spot first. Then I might also ask the rest when the Oga finish if they will prioritize you to quickly speak. I have a couple of people in the backstage. Please, you have to bear with us. We have a full screen right now. I have Mr. Odoa in the backstage, Oga Ferreira on the backstage. Then I have Kingsley on the backstage. So please, you guys, I will swap that when I'll swap you in when you reach that time. Oga CM, quickly go ahead, sir. You have 8 minutes and your time starts already.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Niger Watch, and most importantly, I thank those that yielded their position to me because of the urgency of what I want to say and then where I will be hurrying to. I know if I should wait for my turn or whatever, or if I should go and come back, I may not meet you. Now, to the issue of the day, all protocols duly observed. I thank everybody. When Henry was speaking here, I didn't hear Henry say, please shut up, Black Panther, or please shut up, Madam Rita, or please shut up, Sir Lewis, or please shut up, give us a mandate, or please shut up, Jonathan, or please shut up, Abdul Malik, or please shut up, Ifi. Jonathan never said anything like that. He was just flowing. In other words, you don't tell somebody to shut up until the person interjects you. This is pure common sense. If you look at the way we all be sat, there is a man, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Mondo Bani, sitting between him and this criminal that said all this type of nonsense. So it is, I don't know why people quickly reach a conclusion. Just let us use our common sense. If so, you don't just all of a sudden you turn and tell somebody next to you, will you shut up? When the person kept mute, you don't say that. Even if you are drunk, even if you're under the influence of alcohol, you still don't say it. That's what they call reaction. What happened was the head of the panel, the committee, was reading out maybe the rules, and then they were sort of telling him that they do not. One man at the end said they do not trust the integrity of the credibility of the panel. Nothing will come out of it. Obi was intent on saying, "Put me on oath so that I can say what I want to say." The man just told Obi, "Switch off your mic," interjecting. Obi didn't have to turn out and say, "Please, will you shut up?" That is pure common sense. If nobody interjects you, don't just break your speech and start to tell somebody who is mute, "Will you shut up?" Does it make sense? Let us use common sense. This is pure logic. What you should say is, Obi said, "Please shut up. Please, would you shut up?" You now ask yourself, was the man talking to Obi, or the man just kept mute? He didn't. So that is the thing. Now, as per se, what transpired there, please, I think this is what transpired. So Obi is 1,000,000% right. Obi wasn't talking to the man. He was trying to get the attention of the guy sitting opposite, the chairman of the committee or something like that. All of us, due to overzealousness, like you've seen now, this is the point man Akpabio delegated to handle this type of dirty job. Remember the first day he spoke in Arise, I said it here. Akpabio must have mobilized billions so that they can now use. Remember, he was the first person to talk. So he deliberately want to interject because Obi is coming. Obi is pleading on behalf of Natasha. He has taken it up. So he felt that if I can attack Natasha, I attack anybody who is coming for Natasha. That's what happened. Or you ask yourself, ordinarily, will you tell somebody to shut up if the person is not interjecting you? I mean, this is common sense. That's by the way. So that is exactly what happened. The guy is just pure thug. Now, before I take my I indicate my take. There's a chap that phoned. He said he married a second wife who is Igbo. That Igbos are like that, they don't respect whatever. You see, these are the type of when I ask the guy now, even if in the Igbo, we are 10 million people, which we are not, 20 million, we are not. Okay, for the avoidance of doubt, let us say the Igbo, the whole population worldwide, we only 1 million. Has the man been able to encounter 500,000 in the Igbo? Even 500,000, you can't generalize. In statistics, you generalize based on 75%. So has the man encountered 750,000 in the Igbo to see the way they behave? Because you married a second wife, wonder I don't know the circumstances, and you come here to say Igbos are like that. That is too bad. I wish to invite him if he's listening. Of course, he will listen. I want to invite him to a debate. This is the type of something I don't like. I'm well brought up. My father taught me the nuances of life. I'm not insultive. I'm not. I'm well behaved. I know Igbo culture. For those who are not Igbo, go and read Things Fall Apart. That's all you need to know about 75% of Igbo culture. Things Fall Apart, 75% of it is okay. Forget about Gen Z or whatever. All of us are not Gen Z. So when somebody should come to a program and say, Igbos are like that, I married a second wife who is Igbo, and therefore, you don't know the character of Igbo, more than 70, 80 million people worldwide. You know their character. And then you not generalize. So I will now use, because Professor Wole Soyinka, a revered academician all over the world, called you Mrs. Jonathan Hippopotamus. So I will use that to generalize that the whole Yorubas are like that. I can't be that stupid. See, this is exactly what is causing the problem. That's why sometimes Ojukwu will say when he was alive, it is not the Igbo that we are that is causing the problem, but the Igbo that people see us to be. What nonsense is that guy talking about? To smear a whole nation, a whole civilization. I don't do that. I can never generalize, no matter what.
He said he's an Igbo man now.
No, not that one. The one that say he married the second wife, Igbo. No, they know the one that said Anambra. Yes. Yeah, and that one I generalized.
Mr.
Yes.
CM, somebody one Igbo guy talk about and say now, say that since most of people know they respected that. So he talk
exactly the one that said that Igbo man. Yes.
He said where you see most? Where is the statistics?
And you
do you know?
Listen to next time
No,
you listen to what he talk.
No, it's true because he said even if it's a lie. Do you know that somebody has said that we Igbos, if we want to wake our papa for sleep, we go take leg, kick him. And people are portraying this type of nonsense.
But the person who mentioned that statement that you just said, is it an Igbo person?
It's not Igbo. He say he married. That's why he say you know them. The one that said this from.
Why are you not focusing on the man that called in that says an Igbo man that we don't respect our elders?
No. That one is trying to say. He said the thing is that the whatever he said, the one that said we don't respect our elders. That one is also a lie. Pure lie. He said he just mentioned.
I'm coming.
That's not an Igbo man.
See, okay, well, see, okay, so let me quickly drop my point. So what I'm saying is that I hate the danger of generalization and the danger of a single story. You can't stand at a spot and know the way the world looks like. This is the narrative people has been carrying. I remember when people were saying Igbo don't sell land to us. It was carried everywhere until I mentioned the school. They have Lagos Business School. They have Onisha Business School owned by Yoruba man. Till today, owned by Yoruba man. He bought the land in Onisha, built it, employed people. Till today.
Mr. CM, focus on the topic now.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Focus on the topic, please.
So this topic, what I'm trying to say is that I condemn what the guy did. Every right-thinking person, you don't need to be Igbo anything. You have to condemn it. It's as simple as that. He's just being a tout and a rude. So he just paid to do what he's doing. But I'm so disappointed that somebody will accept money to be doing this type of thing. I don't need to burnish the credentials of Oby Ezekwesili. Oby is a global figure. So that everybody knows that. So for her, for Oby to tell somebody to please, will you shut up? Oby is quite right because the guy was interjecting and even taking over to tell her, put up your mic. Who is he to talk to Oby like that? So Oby has to react. And for somebody like Oby to say that, that will tell you the temperament.
A conductor for that matter, a conductor.
So you see, that's what we are saying. But people will now use that type of idiot to come and say Igbos are like this. And I just watched more 20 seconds. I remember there's a guy that said African reality. He runs a YouTube like this. He's from Southern Kaduna. There was one headline he cast. He said the Igbos are sort of annoying me, attacking me, are doing all this. When I look at the headline, they started to give details. He said because he said something, Igbos are attacking him. I wrote to him and said, look, I'm not saying that they didn't attack you, but next time just say some, put some. Even if they're 100, put some. Even if they're 1 million, put some. Because Ndi Igbo, I gave you an example. I said, is JJ Okocha attacking you? Is Dr. Philip attacking you? So I named a lot of Igbo people. So he replied me and said, he's sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you very much for Mr. Larry for calling back. Please talk to us quickly.
Good evening once again, Mr. Elvis. You see, I am trying. Of course, I know I am the one that Mr. CM is referring to.
Okay, were you the Igbo man that called earlier on?
No.
He's the one that is married to 2 wives.
People contribute. One, the Yoruba man and the Yoruba man. And another Igbo man calling to purchase that point. So who is a fool? Between myself and Mr. CM.
No. We are not here to insult each other, please. You know, okay, sir.
I condemn both now, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes, because you generalized. No. I condemn both.
Please. Oga please mute yourself, sir. Please. Mr. Larry, can you hear me? Mr. Larry, can you hear me? Hello. Nobody is hearing you. You are yelling. Hello. Mr. Larry, if you are not listening to me, I will hang up. Hello, Mr. Larry. If you are not listening to me, I will hang up the phone, please. I want to say, I've already put it to Mr. CM. I said, how come he's not focusing on the Igbo man that buttressed your statement? Then he now went on, and he responded to that.
Thank you.
He already responded to it, so there's no need to quarrel.
He can speak to him in Igbo. I'm talking, I know what I am saying. And I'm even talking from experience. I live among them. I learn from them. What is he talking about?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So sorry, sir. I apologize. I apologize in advance. Sorry, sir. I bet not verse. Augustine, please. Hold on, Augustine. If you know you've disrespected him one way or the other, please apologize or take it back, please. Because at the end of the day, you don't disrespect the Igbo man. You are disrespecting this one.
You people had the word. I said I condemn what he said. I said I condemn it because he generalized. And do you know why I said I just said the man who phoned, I condemn it. I said that you married from Igbo does not mean you know the character of millions of people. That's why I considered 1 million. But then let me put this. Yeah, I live among
the same thing.
And I still condemn that one because that one also, even if it's me talking, or if he here talking, I will still condemn it. Because, do you know why?
Maybe that one is fake Igbo or God come back.
No. Do you know why? Do you know why? I want people to follow to judge me on this. There is no way you will tell me, because what they call majority, you must cross the halfway. So how many Igbo have you encountered in your life? Even if you encounter 500,000, are we 1 million? We are not. So why not? You don't. Okay. That's what you call generalization. That is my pain. You might see 100 people on the road in a bus, in a school. They tell you yes, we are 1,000, but we condemn it or we applaud it. You will still tell them that you are still minority.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, the next person is supposed to be Black Panther, then moderated for Sir Louis, but Sir Louis is also begging for a time. My people, when I wait different. Do you allow it? Quickly.
Who want to talk? Who want to talk? Miss Louis, go ahead.
Okay, Sir Louis, talk to us, sir. Your 8 minutes starts now. Good evening to you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, and good evening over there. And for those of you that gave me this slot, please, I deeply appreciate. Thank you very much, and good evening. I guess just to quickly touch on what
why are you guys rigging this Senate floor now? You guys are rigging this Senate floor. Why are you rigging the vote here? Okay, go ahead, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Sir Louis, go ahead. That's why they find trouble. Go ahead.
Right. So, what Mr. Sian was talking about. Let me just 1 second. I think the thing is, we shouldn't use one brush to paint everybody. Let's stop generalizing. If some persons are like this, in every ethnic group, there are good, there are bad, some people, we shouldn't use some experiences we've had with some people to generalize everybody. You just think everyone from that particular group are like this. It doesn't pair well. It's not, it's not good. And if for someone who is civilized and well exposed, you shouldn't be, acting that way. Okay, back to this senator. I saw the video yesterday, I was shocked. And the first question I asked myself, I said, do they have, the National Assembly, don't they have some kind of value? For what that man did, I was just trying to relate that with the British Parliament. If that had happened, at the British Parliament where you raised your voice over and over, because if you look at it, that woman only said, shut up, right? Just simple shut up. And over the way she said it, it was, it came out in a very calm manner, shut up. Like Dr. CM actually explained further because I didn't watch the other part of it. So, he interjected and she told him to shut up. Now, the way he was raising his voice and the way he was, if we look at it, one man tried to tell him to calm down. I think he pushed him away, pushed his hand away. Then there was another lady that came from the other side. So I think if that man was with that woman, if there were no cameras there, the way it was at, he probably would have hit her. You see, a man like that, because you know what? Years ago in London, there was a young boy from Portugal. He was having an issue with one other guy from Nigeria, at Kingston Hospital. the guy from Nigeria made a mistake. While he was talking, the guy from Portugal said something to him. So while he was responding to what the guy said, he went further, stretching his hand. Now, that was when he went to the disciplinary, that was what they focused on. The body language, which means it's more or less like a battery, was going to apprehend the force. If I wasn't there, he would have probably hit that guy, So that is what I saw yesterday. The way that man was talking, the way the guy was pumping over just simple shut up, and you could see the mannerism and everything. I know what was more disgusting was when he went to Sheung Akibaloye's show. Sheung asked him a simple question. If I was telling my visitors yesterday, I said, if I were in his position, I would have said, well, what happened at the National Assembly is regrettable. I'm so ashamed that it happened. I don't want to use the word ashamed. I say I completely regret what happened, but I'm so sorry that you had to escalate to that level. Just to make everyone understand that even though you were angry, but right now, you feel so ashamed for your position as a senator that things happened like that in the front of the world because there were different cameras there. This guy still went further and he said, I gave it to her. He said, I gave it to her. How can she tell me to shut up? Do you know who I am? So I was like, what kind of a man is this? What kind of a human being is this? So this is the kind of people that we have representing us. You see, this Senate House, I think it's the 10th Senate, Akpabio. For me, I think it's the worst Senate House ever. Because if you want to look at it from 1999 upwards, it should be the worst Senate House ever. And this tells a lot about the Nigerian state. The system is so rigged. It's rigged against intelligent people. It's rigged against intelligent women. It's rigged against intelligent men. If you want to know, go to Nigerian community where you have Nigerians. Just bring out a discussion that is very logical, something that will inspire a great change. You see how they will shut you up. Yeah.
I have a question for you, sir, if you allow me.
Please, bring it on.
Why won't you think that this will be the worst Senate House so far? When you have a criminal at the end of affair, it will be now. I don't know, but go ahead, sir. Why do you think it will be the worst?
Exactly, like Dr. CM said, probably that man has been paid. But now he made a fool of himself. I told my friend, I said, this man has just ruined his reputation. Because probably he's so carried away now. He thinks it's on top of the world because he seems himself as well. I'm a senator. I have the Senate President of Abia, who is my boss. Tinubu likes me. He thinks that is the end of it. He doesn't know that there are years after now. Few years from now, he will no longer be a senator. And what will become of him? People like that, he just tells you the kind of system, the kind of people that the current Nigerian system empowers. Because there are intelligent young men, intelligent young women who are very articulate, who are very, creative, who have a lot of value to give to their constituency that should be in the Senate House. But such people are not empowered by the system. Some brigands, some bunch of simpletons and nitwits are people that get empowered by the system, and that is just a reflection of where we are right now as a country. That is a reflection of what we have as a country. I've seen several situations where the Nigerian people of the majority of them, they hate a young woman that is intelligent, a young man that is intelligent. You go to their circle just to bring a common discussion. You see how they will shut it down. It's something that makes no sense, that has no value, that a lot to deliberate on. Because why they think maybe that you put it. Oh, thank you. You put food on their you put money on their account. So that is just what the country is. So for me, I'm totally ashamed that a man like that is represented, and the people, that is a man that should be recalled if Nigerian system was actually working. And what is the Senate House doing? A man like that should either face some sort of suspension or he should face some disciplinary, because what he did there was unacceptable. You don't talk like that. No, looking at the woman they did it to, that woman is, I've followed her for so many years. I've seen several reports of her. That is someone that has done so much for the country. That is a woman that's highly respected globally. And then you start there looking at the fact that this woman is not your age, mate. She's not is equal. This woman has done far more than he could ever do in his entire miserable life or wayward life. And now you start down that in front of national television.
A conductor, for that matter.
You insulted the woman. You insulted the hell out of her. And even when the woman was interviewed on Chinese television, I watched the interview after that, altercations. See the way she comported herself. I said, this is a woman. I give it to her. No, I said, that is a woman. That is good to send your children to school. It's good for your daughters or your sons to be well educated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sir Louis. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. A conductor from Umuahia. A conductor, a well-known conductor. Just because he was loyal to one of his satanic politicians, they choose and say, now you go be the next person. The same way they select one governor for Do area for that side. I don't want to mention name. See, pick that one. That one was also a conductor. And that one has with the talk. So that one is the governor of a state now. A conductor. 2 days ago, he talk and say, we will deliver the state for Tinubu in 2027. A well-known conductor, Agbe root out. They are ruling us. Now see how they insult woman where don't build the name. You will never be forgiven. Lie. Even though you go on your knee to beg, we will never forgive you. Our souls will not, our spirits, our life, everything that the amount a human being can never forgive you. This, wait till you do, Madam Oby Ezekwesili, so you will live to regret it in the rest of your life. This is publicly, you call that woman that built a name for us, a prominent individualism. You said, a fool at 70. You get one course, I for curse you now. Say you not go reach 70, but I don't want to curse you. Maybe I never reach to curse you that kind.
1 second. Ask yourself this question. If that man was an MP in the British Parliament, would they have gone to BBC to repeat all those things he said about that woman? See,
they would have censored him already. They would have censored him.
Just imagine. I say I was feeling goosebumps all over me when I was watching that video. Immediately I finished this broadcast, now I see him. I say, Jesus. Waiting. What are we pursuing in life now? Money. How much they give this man? May you take the scatter everywhere you they go like this. Tomorrow now, the same man, although we are gullible, tomorrow now you come and say you want to become governor of one of the states. They will still vote on me.
My biggest pain is there are so many Gen Zs now applauding him for what he did. That is my biggest pain. The children that are looking up to him is my biggest pain in Nigeria right now.
Oby is not up to 70 years. Oby was born 1963. So you see the tout because he doesn't know what to say. He just open his mouth. And why the bottom line of what I'm telling people is that, look, even if you encounter 1 million on Igbo, they are still minority. Please don't generalize. Just say some. Because we are more than 50 million or 60. So until you encounter up to 30 or 40 million, then you can generalize. That's why I don't generalize on any ethnic group, because I know I've never crossed. I've never gotten up to 60% of them. It's true. Thank you.
She's only 62. You know, but regardless of what, who know this conductor before? Anybody know this conductor before? If not be the Natasha matter we call come and not be make us call no one. I don't know him before. Hi, we're in trouble.
Mr. Evans, it came from a party. Only the party they know the party only in the east. That's where it came from. So
now go let person talk today again. Time they go.
Let's move on. We have a couple of people in the back saying, Olga Ferrara, I can see you. Abdul Malik, I can see you. Mr. Oduwa, I can see you. All of you on the back say, please bear with me. Let me call on the next person. Black Panther, yes, talk to us now.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch. Thank you for today, and may God bless every one of us here today in Jesus' mighty name. Mommy Diaspora, I love you plenty. As Madam Rita, I love you. I also love you too. Today, I'm going to dedicate my speech to Dr. Oby Ezekwesili. She deserves my respect and the respect of the world citizen. She is a world citizen. She has contributed immensely to the world, what it is today. She has contributed to the world governance. She has contributed to the world as a whole in terms of monetary and stuff. I want to start by saying something about her biography a little bit. Her name is Madam Oby Ezekwesili, CFR. She was born in 1963 in Lagos. She has a bachelor's degree in University of Nigeria in Nsukka, and a master in international laws and diplomacy from the University of Lagos, and a public administrative degree, masters in Harvard Kennedy School of Law. That's Harvard University. She was trained as a chartered accountant in Deloitte and Touche, and thereby she qualified as a world chartered accountant. She came back, she was invited before then, she served as the vice president of the World Bank, which is not a position held, it's not a position held by anybody. You must be qualified, not locally, but internationally qualified, and you must have a resume that speaks to that effect. And world leaders knows that resume. Before she was appointed, she was really vetted, and she was appointed as the vice president of the World Bank, elected through election by so many countries. Now, Ezekwesili, I want to say this because the kind of person that man, that true shiner is talking about, so that I can learn more about her. One, she's a two-time minister and an advisor during 1999 to 2000 Obasanjo government, a minister of solid minerals and a minister of education. And one thing I want to note here too, she is a member of boards worldwide. She is a member of one of the leading telecommunication firms. She is a director of the board of that telecommunication firm. I won't mention the name. She is a world director in World Life Fund, the School of Public Policies and Central in Europe, in one of the European universities. She owns a new African magazine, and she plays a role in terms of journalism too. She plays a good role, and we need to know the kind of woman we are talking about. Ezekwesili, Mama Oby, aka Oby, she has played a role in nurturing the women in Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, in Africa. She's a role model to women worldwide. She not only served in his country, she served the world in different status. And she has proven it. And when she came into Obasanjo regime, she made sure and she formed a strong body called the transparency body. Due process, madam. She made sure that everything goes through due process, thereby putting corruption into a barest minimum. She did that, and she executed it very well, and she brought out good results because she's a trained accountant, world-trained accountant, and she was trained in a world-reputable organization that audit accounts of countries all over the world. And for that man, I call him shoe shiner. I wouldn't blame him. What is going on is as a result of the collapse of democracy that we borrowed from the Western world. Now, I want to ask everyone, where has democracy worked in Africa? Where has it worked and has been productive and make an average black man to go out and exalt and make himself the greatest in the world? Democracy can never bring Africa to a limelight, a shining light. It can never, until we look inward and found out a way of our own way and ideology to function and to govern ourselves. Now, democracy has made the kind of governance in China a laughing stock. Come and look at what's happening in the US. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. In Nigeria, a criminal is heading our government. In some other word, that is count-charged felony is heading another government. You look at them in Hungary, another criminal is heading it. In the one that they just in Bosnia, the one that they just took out, another criminal, corrupt leader is heading it. And these are all called democracy. Democracy has been made a laughing stock, and the Chinese system of governance has been made. It's a successful stuff. It's a successful way of governance, and it has produced millions of millionaires. It produced 1 million millionaires yearly in China. And look at your democracy. This is a fair system. And what you have in a fair system, this kind of shoe shiner that call himself a senator that cannot even win his own local government is coming out assembly after rigging the system and coming out. She doesn't even know Madam Oby. She doesn't know Madam Oby very well. If you ask that senator to bring his paper, he cannot have more than what is known as HND or BSc, and it's those one he even paid to get those degrees. That is the system we are now. If we don't dismantle this system, we are going to continually see the mirage, see the ugly parts of a damaged and a rickety that can never be improved system, because democracy cannot work for a black man. I start to say this because I've never heard where democracy in Africa has made an average African man a millionaire after passing due process. It has never. So when you people quote, come here, democracy give us freedom of speech. Yes, other style of governance give people freedom of speech. But I will say to every black race now that we should wake up and fathom the way and build our own kind of democracy under our way of life and our traditional status. That is the way forward, and that's the way to fathom out this hypocrisy and corruption that we have all over Africa. It is not only Nigeria. Nigeria is just leading all over Africa. Thank you, Niger Watch. I better take my leave now, and I will come back to talk extensively on that senator that called himself a senator and telling a world-renowned doctor to keep quiet and call him all sort of name. That is an aberration, and that is a man that called himself a senator that is not well trained from home. He doesn't have a culture, well trained culture from home. That is what I would say. I don't care. I don't want. I hold my word very strong, and I hold nobody apology. It's not well cultured and not well trained, and that is why he became a hooligan, transforming himself to a senator of the so-called and unquote Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, Niger Watch.
All right, but on your statement though, the last part of your submission, you said that senator, that I don't understand, I can't confuse. Were you referring to a conductor, or who were you referring to? I wanted to. Can you make that clear?
I am making him I'm even painting him very well to call him that senator, because he does not deserve to be called a senator of a country. He deserves to be called that senator.
Okay, I'm still confused.
Because there's no country that he senate, there's no constituency that is leading. It's just called that senator.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like us to move on. Madam Rita, we don't finally come to you. Good evening to you, ma'am. Please talk to us.
Yeah. Excuse me. Good evening, Mr. Elvis, Lamehi Mommy, and greeting everybody in the comment section. You guys are great, everybody there. And good evening to Mr. Henry Gabriel, Black Panther. I think Mr. Lewis was here earlier on. Madam Ife, good evening. Dr. CM, Mr. Jonathan Kinsley. Give us our mandate, Mr. Abdul Malik and Mr. Manuel Ferreira. Happy Wednesday. Oh, Mr. Elvis, first of all, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for your stance. What we are seeing lately in Nigeria is what Mr. Elvis has been trying to do for a very long time. He probably doesn't notice it, but I do, and I think some people notice it too. Every time a woman is disrespected in Niger Watch, whether from the comment section or a live program, Mr. Elvis does not tolerate it at all. He doesn't. There's even somebody who has been suspended for something that he said. It's like you're trying to raise grown adults. It's difficult because some people's background or where they are coming from or their experiences in life have shaped them to behave like animals. So, Mr. Elvis, I'd like to say thank you for protecting women, for protecting even the men here for giving respect to who respect is due. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter if the person is educated or not, whether the person has a PhD or not, but you always stand for respecting women. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. God bless you for that. Moving along, they say that a man's character is his fate. And there's also a saying that nothing discloses the real character of a man like the use of power. In other words, just give a man power, and then it will tell you his true self, who he really is in terms of his character. The disgraceful, disgruntled lout. I can't even call him a senator. He's a lout, L-O-U-T. That's the only word that could come into my brain to describe that man that was wearing red hat. Shamefully. Any red-hearted man is known in Nigeria to be somebody who's probably has a title, is respected. But that lout didn't deserve it. I'm sure he paid. Maybe he paid for it. I don't want to say I'm sure. Maybe he paid for that red hat. I do not want us to make this thing a tribal thing. And I don't want us to make it seem like, just because of, the repertoire of Madame Oby, and her work, and what she's done and who she is and all that. We don't want to make it because she's some sort of, I call her, one of the titans of, Nigerian women that many people look up to, or many girls are inspired, by. But it's really, really about how you treat people. In the Nigerian political scene, it's how you treat, especially women in politics, how you treat women. That I feel this is what it should be about. And I don't think it's a tribal thing. I disagree completely, with all due respect to the two callers who called and made it seem like a tribal thing. Your experience is your experience. I'm a proud Bini woman, proud by my culture, but not proud by character. It's not about Igbo. I'm reiterating this because it's a kind of distraction to the meat of the issue. Akpabio is not an Igbo man. He's an Akwa Ibom man. But look at his character. Will I say it's all Akwa Ibom men are like that? Even we have seen some Bini men that are disgruntled. They don't respect people. Will I say all Bini men are like that? So that's why I'm specifying, please, it's not an Igbo thing. And I repeat, I do not believe that Igbos behave that way or that is their framework. I do not. And I'm speaking from my own experience. I have never in my life seen Igbo people talk anyhow. Maybe the class of Igbo people you guys are relating to, with due respect to the people who call, maybe the class of women or the men you relate to, maybe I don't know how they were raised, but the ones I have seen, for this my very young life, they're very respectable people and very humble, regardless of the situation. And nobody is perfect. So it is totally wrong. It's not really about Igbo. And, because, we cannot be blinded by tribe. We cannot be tribal blind, and that is why, Mr. Elvis, I think you brought the issue of, all the Igbo platforms were not really hearing, or hearing them speak that, this is not who they are, because this is between two Igbo people, right? And, so that's why sometimes it's good to also bring the tribal card, but let's not emphasize on it or generalize that, it's all Igbo people that are like that. Now, moving forward, the display of that lout that we all saw in the whole world is part of what Natasha experienced. She experienced it in two forms. In the house, even on a personal level. And this is what we keep talking about, or at least I talk about it. Nigerian men. I'm not even just saying it because I just want to speak English. I am begging you. Educate your daughters. Teach your daughters to stand firm for themselves, because you will not be there forever. You will not be there forever. Natasha's father is not in this world anymore. Oby Ezekwesili's father, the man is not here. but they have raised great women. Please, Nigerian men, I know why I'm just mentioning the men, because some people will say, is he only a man that produces a daughter? What about the mothers? No, I am specifically speaking Nigerian men. Please, please educate your daughters. Please teach your daughters how to speak up for themselves respectfully and intelligently. It is very, very important. It's not just in Nigeria. They could be anywhere in the world. It's very, very important. This is what Natasha faced. They say what a man displays is who he is in the behind the closed doors. Somebody was saying is maybe this man beats his wife or whatever. You could see that it's just like Mr. Alvin, you said something about your comments about this man is probably like one of those bus conductor in the Upper Iweka. It just made me laugh, and it's really true. But check it out. The man from Bodilon is in Asorok. Who is the man from Bodilon? He's another silent lout. So what do you expect his babies to be like? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Okay, let's go down to the Senate. The one that's the Senate president is a disgruntled sexual predator. So what do you expect the other people to be like? I am not just saying this because I'm not saying all the senators are like that. I'm not, because people are very, very quick to think fast. But we are looking at these people are working for the sexual predator. Many of these men do these things to other women. I have said it in this program, and I'm going to repeat again. There's a lot of pedophiles. There's a lot of sexual abusers, rapists in the Senate. As I'm speaking, they are doing it to a vulnerable woman who cannot speak for herself. Natasha spoke, and they're all feeling jittery, and they feel that because the people have bestowed, or rather, I can't say the people, they actually stole it by intimidation, the positions that they got. They stole it, and they are there because we have somebody at the helm of affair who is also a thief, stealing people's destinies. So that is why, they come up here now, and they can do whatever they want to do. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm just trying to use very nice words because this is Nigeria Watch and we have rules here. But it's very unfortunate. It's quite putrid. I feel like even vomiting when I even hear that loud speak, the one that wears a red hat. And please, if there's something like recalling Chistati title, removing or it's just like that derobing somebody as a lawyer. Is there any way they can unread the man's heart? I don't know how they do it in Igbo land. I don't maybe it's possible. I don't know. Maybe there must somebody that gave him that title for him to wear a red hat. If they cannot do it, it should be undone because he's a disgrace to every man who wears a red hat. That's just how I see it, Mr. Oby. I'm going to pause here.
He just bought a red hat, maybe at Bagbalada market and put
the money he used to buy it. I don't know.
Nobody gave him anything. He just buy the roadside in Bagbalada or Skuje or Wuse market and then put on hair.
Then it's actually an abuse of the red hat, if you want to call it that way. It's an abuse, and and that is part of what the Igbo people should really gather and say, this is disgusting. I mean, this is like going against our tradition. Every Dikari can just wear a red hat and just do whatever they like because they are red hat holders. I don't know what to call it. But Mr. Elvis, thank you for the opportunity. I don't want to overstretch it because I know a lot of people have some really inspiring things to say. Thank you. Okay. It says Mr. Elvis is not there. Okay, the next person on my screen, I don't know if he's give us our mandate or Mr. Jonathan. I don't know. Mr. Elvis, if you're there, if you cannot speak, I think give us our mandate, you should speak. Thank you.
Then after that, Jonathan.
Give us a mandate. If you're not there, please, Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, because there's no time. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, please, can you take it away? Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Rita. I greet you. I think Madam Ife has spoken. I believe she was here before me.
No, she hasn't spoken at all. No.
Okay,
after you is Madam Ife.
Okay, then, all right. Okay, I greet you guys. God bless you all. Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. Thank you for the good work we are doing. Mommy Diaspora, welcome. I greet you. God bless you greatly. The commenters and all the callers, I greet everyone. God bless you all greatly. You guys have taken care of this so-called non-honorable I'm trying not to even address him as a senator.
I'm not hearing him.
These are crooked people that through the back door, found their way to offices, to high esteem offices. There is nothing honorable in this, in these people. That is the reason why you can now see why it's so easy for them when at the Senate, when they are doing when they are perpetrating all these senseless activities. You can now see. And this is the center of what is called character. This is character. These are men of no character at all. When you talk of character in itself, this is it. This is the definition of character in display. You want to show it in a pictorial form, and you want someone to know, you want to describe character, or you're having difficulty in describing what character is to someone, just show this video. This is it. This is the definition of character. These are men of no character at all. They lack it completely. And we can now see the reason why it's so easy for them at the Senate to be doing what they are doing. They cannot think, they cannot reason. Who can now fault anyone that will call people like these names? How could you fault someone calling them names? They are men of no character. There is nothing honorable in them. Nothing honorable. As a senator, you sat down there. At the minimum, you will conduct yourself. At least at the minimum, you will conduct yourself in a way and manner that it will appear respectable to people. Even think of your family. Think of your daughters. If you have daughters or your sons, just because when you are in a public space, those are the things that guide you as well. Those are the things you think about, where you come from. You are projecting yourself not just to the public, to the home where you come from. You have a wife. I want to assume you have children, daughters and sons. You have them. So it should be, what will my daughters be saying? What will they be saying now? Those are the things that should be guiding a man. For this one, call them whatever you want to call them. Shoe shiner, agbero, whatever. In fact, shoe shiner are even more orderly. They are more orderly because they want to conduct their business. Yes, they want to conduct their business so that they can earn their living. They will even be more orderly than this. So it's unfortunate. And one of the comments on social media, someone will say it is the Nigerian politics that has brought men of this stature to be sitting at such places, such offices, even have the opportunities to be sitting side by side with someone like Madam Ezekwesili. It's unfortunate. So we can now see, my point is just that we can now see how everything we're seeing coming out of the Senate, we can now see the men that are behind it. These are the men. These are the men of no character. I won't go without talking about this recall. I believe it was Black Panther. He used a word that I really, really liked. Very simple word. Call it criminal. This is a criminal. This is just simple criminal recall. Criminal. And I hope, again, I will use the same analogy for Nigerians as well. When people are calling you dumb, that you are dumb, that you are stupid, I hope you will not come out and tell people that, yes, I am dumb and stupid also. Well, is this one thing for people to be calling you dumb and stupid? It's one thing, and you keep quiet because you know that you are not dumb, you are not stupid, so they can cry all they like. But if you yourself now come out and say, I am dumb and I am stupid, then that's it. You have validated it. This is it for Nigerians. Are you kidding me now? This recall, I stand here today and I say it will not fly unless Nigerians are dumb and stupid. It will not fly. The election in Kogi State in 2023, in that constituency, that senatorial district, has 474,000 plus registered voters. On election day, 22.4% came out to vote, about 106,000. As declared by INEC, I posted the data on the private chat, on the private chat. As posted by INEC, about 22.4% came out to vote on that day, 22.4%. And just from nowhere, the Nigerian start, just from nowhere, now, almost 60% or 65% now, from that same senatorial district, just found their way now to say, we don't like this. The senator that you did not even vote for, the senator that you did not even know her name, you just found it from nowhere now to say you want to recall her. Are they doing it on their own volition? Is it the people doing it from their own mind that they want to recall Senator Natasha? So it is just from nowhere now, from that same senatorial district, that find it difficult to get 23% on election day. Now about 65% of registered voters, they are now coming out to recall. Is that not dumb and stupid? The recall cannot stand. INEC will have to protect our integrity unless it stands ready to sink it further. The electoral process in Nigeria, the electoral process, the electoral records are so compromised that it cannot pass through a recall process. I stand to be corrected. I say that here today. It cannot pass through a recall process. Elections are rigged in Nigeria. So you are not telling me again, if the people there are not dumb and stupid, if the Nigerian court also is not dumb and stupid, I use that word. That's okay. In about 4 or 5 days, they have knocked over 237,000 doors, because that is what it means, literally. You have to go and knock doors, 237,000 doors. You have knocked those doors, and those people came out from their door and they put pen on paper and signed the recall. Or there are some men gather themselves inside one room and start signing. Let them go and do forensic of those signatures. And according to INEC guidelines, it is also on Senator Natasha to review those documents too. So petitioner has done their own. They want a recall, representative of the people, right? Yeah, they've done their own. You have to tender it to Senator Natasha and our own people too. They will review it as well. Take it for forensic. It cannot fly unless Nigerians want to come out and say that they are broad day criminals.
Okay, Henry, you can summarize now.
Yes. So that's just what I want to say. So just like that, INEC said yesterday that it has rejected it. So just within 10 to 12 hours, the same INEC is now saying that it will stand. How? So INEC has been able to verify those addresses, 237,000 of them in 10 hours. We're not dumb and stupid, unless Nigerians want to call themselves so. And
all right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much. Madam Rita, thank you very much earlier on for your submission. Thank you for how you started your submission. I appreciate your acknowledgement over what we're doing here. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan, once again. Thank you so much, my people. Okay, I would like us to just move on now to Madam Ife. Madam Ife, is Madam Ife still with us? Oh, she's gone. Oh, so sad. And I mean, if your turn before, but you don't come out, you could not give your submission today, but that's for another day. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on to Mr. Oduwa before Gafferara. Mr. Oduwa, please, thank you very much, sir, for your patience on the backstage as well.
Mr. Nigeria, you jumped me, right?
Oh, okay. Abdul Malik. No verse. Abdul Malik, then I come to Mr. Oduwa before Gafferara. Abdul Malik, sir, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. You see, this senator that insulted Ezekwesili, we have many more like this, most of them. In the country we are, it's just a country where if there is a free and fair election, those people that will not near office, they are not qualified to be there. How can you behave like this in a public? It look like you behave like primary school student, not even secondary school. You cannot coordinate yourself. You cannot even know what to do as a senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria. In a public, you are insulting, you are making noise like nuisance. I don't really understand. Why can't you respect yourself and behave, coordinate yourself? And that man is like somebody is pushing him to do something, whatever he's doing. Yeah, somebody is pushing him somewhere. That's why he's trying to disrupt that meeting. He don't want the meeting to hold. That is what he was trying to do. Yes. Nigeria is a country today where anything can happen. Even this Natasha recall Natasha back. You will surprised that before you know they will just do mago, everything will be done. And Nigeria will still sit there. There is nothing will happen. Yes, it's a country we have today. Look at what is going on today in the country. Babio now is still the Senate President of Nigeria. Until today, the sexual harassment, they have never investigated anything about that. All what they are saying, what Natasha, the law and this. Okay, why can't they investigate about the sexual harassment? Till now, Babio is the Senate President of Nigeria. Is that a normal country? If I may ask you, is that a normal country? What brings this issue, right? Okay, why can't you guys investigate this? If really this woman is lying or is talking the truth, why can't you investigate? But they are jumping from left to right. They don't want to go direct to the matter. The country we have today is just like criminals, crook of people. They are running Nigeria, a gang of crooks. That is where we find ourselves. Crook, criminals, they are running Nigeria. We don't have government. There is no government in Nigeria because anything can happen in the country. Look at what happened in the River State. What is not written in Constitution, right? Okay, why the president? President don't have the right to dissolve the city governor or any city political elected position. They don't have the right. It's not written in the Constitution. Okay, why did they do it? Till today, that one is gone already, right? Now the Navy man that I appointed there is still there. Nigeria is a country today where, because the citizens, they are not yet serious to take their country back. That is the problem we have. If they are serious, the country will be good. But they are the majority. But these politicians, they are just minor people. They just conquer everybody. They could 230 million people. Because we are even the citizens are divided. They are not cooperative. That's why things are going rough way. I don't know how we get it right because every day the country is declining. There's nothing is working. Tomorrow we hear another news story. So, okay, now what can we do to make the country good? Who knows that? Nobody knows. Look at this senator now. Look at the way you behave in a public. Like I believe you have a wife, you have a family. If your kids is looking at you in the television, how are they going to feel? Some people that is some people, that is their way. If you see those kind of people in a public, you know that you can easily treat them out. They don't have respect. They don't have respect for people. They can talk anyhow. Just because the way they're brought up. Well, let us keep on talking. But I don't see anything light in Nigeria today. I'm telling you the truth because the country is gone, it's finished. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right, Oga Abdul Malik, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. Okay, let me hear from Mr. Oduwa quickly. So, Oduwa, if you are there, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Good evening. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy in Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Thank you all for your time. Well, let me just send message. People should help me send message to Kogi people because this recall. The person that filed that motion, that lady, should be sued to court. Because record, you have to tell the people what you want to do. What they should file against that woman is fraud. Because they came to those people and said they want to do empowerment. I believe Senator Natasha might have one or two or three persons that have signature in that book in the name of empowerment. So that people should file against these people for defrauding, for using their name for fraud. Because you cannot come to us and say empowerment for us to come out and put our signature on the book. You now came and said you are recalling. That is the purpose that you have get my signature. So I will sue you for fraud. So they should sue that people for fraud so that, because I heard that, I think Black Panther said that Senator Natasha filed a partly motion to stop the recall. So what they should file is those people are criminals. Because what they went for Kogi is empowerment, not to recall. So that they should go and be fighting that case in the court. That is just the easiest way to take it from INEC. Whether INEC agree, whether the power came from up and came from down. As far as the person have a signature in that book, has his this thing, voters card number is there. So the person have right to sue the person who came to defraud him or her. So that is what I advise them to do. And I believe that Senator Natasha constituency, many of them were there that day. And they really know that Natasha have did well for them. So they have right to, they are the one who have the most right to do this thing easily for Senator Natasha. So if she can find one or two or three persons that the signature are there, let them sue those people to court. So that Senator Natasha will not be people will not be worried about all these things. And those who can write Senator Natasha, people should help me write her this message. They should show that woman who said it's a concern Kogi, Abi whatever, and women concern youth or Kogi women or something like that. So when they sue her for fraud, for lying, for using their name, for criminality, then people will not be talking about it again. That woman will not be the one, and their government will not be the one facing criminality case. So that is for that. Then for this, our brother, the dishonorable and members. You know, Nigeria, we believe on title. That is why you hear it's a senator. What is senator? You are just like a common laborer in my present or in my face. Because you are voted there to go and work. Whether you are a banker, you are a journalist, you are all the same. Whether you are a soldier, you are a police, we are all the same. That is just your duty You said you can work and people employ you. So then pay your salary. You are not the one paying people. So I don't see the kind of respect that people will. They are not the one we even have. They are horrible. The one they call honorable in Nigeria, they are all horrible people. Because first is, what is the duty of them? How many laws have they made that benefit Nigeria since they entered 2020 last year or this 2 years ago? How many laws? I call them the senator of fish and senator of bird, because that is only law I know they have made to buy canoe for Tinubu and buy a replay for him. So where do they ride canoe? It is a river. Where do they fly aeroplane? It is air. Which animal that go on the air? Is it not birds? You can only be concerned in where you belong to. That is why they were concerned inside fish and on the air. That is why they are not concerned about us. And that shows you that because they did not know the duty being a lawmaker. Because they are there thinking it's business. Where yours go, you trade. People use opportunity to put you there. Then you now have opportunity collecting money. They are all criminals. Because if they are not criminals, they will have been fighting for justice. He came the other day and said that Natasha married how many men and gave birth to different. But at the end of all, it was lie. So he came now, the Natasha husband were forced to petition against him. That was how he married. If you were married by blackmail, but the man did not do something like that, he will have not get married to her, Natasha. If really it was blackmail the way he wanted to paint Natasha. Those people say if you did not do something of that way, you will not listen to that way. That's us. So these horrible senators, I don't know where they came from. I don't know how people select them. Because the Nigeria government is full of criminal entity. So they think it's just I thank God that even our first criminal, the one that we are calling gorilla, President Obasanjo, he said what they call democracy supposed to be Ubuntu. I am because we are. See, but what they have now is I am because I want to grab. So that is the problem. These kind of people doesn't deserve positions at all. They're supposed to stay inside farm and be farming sugarcane. So, but it was unfortunately that criminal have put them. So right. Thank you, Mr. Nigerians. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Odua, you did hard on Nigerian politicians. You didn't give them space at all.
Mr. Odua, you said they should sue those people that carry Ghana must go or did this or did that. I beg, I would like you to remind me which court they want for Sudan, but in case we want to sue people.
Sir, as far as it is court, let them start. Let them file case against them.
They must
file case against them.
They must do that now.
So they could give people, as far as you know your signature is there, they came to you and said empowerment. And what you are not hearing is not empowering you, is to call your senator back. Go and fight this criminality against this person.
Again, the record cannot go anywhere.
That's all.
It cannot go anywhere.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Ferreira, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you.
Baba Nigerians, you will when they sue those kind of people, they will invite Arise News and this thing to publish it that they have sued this thing against these people. It's very easy. Okay. Whether it was lower court or high court or whatever court, but let them just do that.
Mr. Dua, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oga Ferreira, go ahead, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Great job. You're doing a great job. God continue to bless you. Me, I don't get much to talk here, except a few things. Number one, I want to talk about, first of all, for the person we say they no feel recall the woman, Natasha. Recent news just come out, say INEC don't reverse in position, say they are now accepting that they have confirmed the addresses. So double check on that news.
Alleged. Yes, it's not alleged. It's not an allegation. Yeah, okay. It's confirmed. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so these people, they are dirty, and don't underrate how dirty they are.
I want to talk about this Obi's case, Madam Obi's case, and this dishonorable guy you guys are calling senator. Such a man should not be called a senator. You see, what we have is the case of big manism. And big manism, I keep telling people, is worse than apartheid. The one senator before I said it, when the Uber man came to deliver food for him, I will buy you and nothing will happen. This one too, when he insulted Madam Obi, he's saying, do you know who I am? That's the Nigerian word. I am a Nigerian senator. You see, this is a moment of education for our people. These people, this Agbero, we have a system of government called Agberoism. Government of Agbero, for Agbero, by Agbero. That's what, it's not democracy. All of you that keep calling it a democracy, you're doing a lot of disservice to us. This Agbero man saying on the media in front of Channel News, she's talking to a senator. Does she know who he is? Who are you? First of all, the highest office in the land is the office of the citizen, of the people, not you. The last speaker has highlighted it. You are hired by the people to work for them. You are a servant of the people, not a master of the people. So this white man mentality of superior human being, I am more superior than you, that our Nigerian politicians have, they have to be re-educated. The whole community has to be re-educated. When you are in public position, you are in service of the people. You are not a guy, you're not a king, you're not a guy pata, you're nothing but a servant. Until we understand this, we are not even close to what is called democracy or any system of government. We still have this slave-master relationship, and our big men tend to exhibit that they are the master, you are the subject, or you are the slave. That's why it will on TV come up with that word. Who is she? I am a senator, and none of the journalists called him to order because they themselves probably don't know that he serves them. They're thinking is their Oga. Nigeria is totally damaged, my people. We have bigger problems than the ones we are talking about. Everybody has spoken well. I've been listening. Everybody has spoken and said the right thing, except the area that tried to tribalize this discussion. This is not about tribe at all. So let us leave that one. Madam Rita has highlighted that perfectly. But what I want to say in conclusion is that, my people, there is fire on the mountain. Like I shall sing, there is fire on the mountain and nobody is running. Nobody is running. There's fire on the river and no one is running. Nigeria is heading towards a complete fascist state. Right now, 2025 March, we are at the stage that the world is in 1938 before the Second World War. We are heading to complete fascist takeover of all the states. They've done it in Edo, they've done it in Anambra, they are doing it in Rivers. A complete Islamo-fascist control of the country where none of you would have rights. And these people are so organized and they are showing you, they are telling you that they don't have regard for your constitution. They don't have regard for you as a people. They don't have regard for your country, and that they are marching ahead to take all your resources. And what has been our response? Our response is to be trivializing the danger that is confronting us. There is fire on the river. Rivers is the one state. The next one will be Osun. They will take it all, and every Nigerian property will be theirs. And they have their Agberos in every position. They have them in the judiciary. They have them in the executive. They have them in the legislature. They even have them among activists. That is the danger we are facing that none of us is seeing, and it's coming. They own and control the religious element from religious organization. They control the civil societies. The climate is now very conducive for control and domination to a complete fascist state.
I don't know how I go fit translate the word fascism in pidgin, because fascism be like one big Oyibo word. But fascism is a very dangerous system of government. And then when you now mix it with Islamofascism, Islamic fascism, oh my God, we don't know what danger we are walking into. And none of us, we're not seeing the danger. Our conversation is not reflecting the danger. Our politics is not reflecting the danger we are in. We keep taking these people as normal people, as politicians. We keep calling salvatory politics. We keep calling treason politics. We keep indulging them without knowing that we are indulging them. We keep itemizing and regurgitating our problems. But the fact is, there is fire on the mountain. Not just on the mountain, there's fire on the river. You're seeing it literally. You're seeing it geographically. You're seeing it anecdotally. You're seeing it all around us. And our reaction is not adequate to the danger we confront that is confronting us. It will come. This is like 1938, before 50 million people by. If England has responded to the danger without appeasing the danger, maybe 50 million would not have died. But the way we are going, if we don't put a stop to these non-entities that have hijacked our country, let me end by just saying this. There is a liberation struggle awaiting our conscience. The Nigerian state has been captured by a most rapacious class of evil men. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for giving me the opportunity to say my piece.
All right. Thank you so much, Oga Ferreira. I appreciate you, sir. All right. Before I will give a final submission, I would like us to listen to this particular video of Aunty Oby today, because my attention was drawn to it, although I wanted to play it from the beginning because of a lot of people wanted to talk. Let's quickly take this video, then I'll take our final submission on it.
Representing Ebonyi North, Onyekachi Nwaboyin, and a former Minister of Education, Oby Ezekwesili, on Tuesday during the hearing of a sexual harassment petition submitted by Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. Well, the altercation began when the petitioner, Zubaru Yakubu, tried to speak to the chairman of the committee, Neda Imaswe, but was asked to turn off his mic. When Ezekwesili tried to intervene, Nwaboyin, who appeared as a witness for Senate President Godswill Akpabio, interrupted her. She then told him to please shut up, which immediately sparked an outburst from the senator, who proceeded to call Ezekwesili a fool, a hooligan, and an insult to womanhood. Let's take a look before we take some reactions.
I don't want to something herself. It's okay, madam. It's okay, madam. It's okay, madam. Auntie, you can't respect yourself? Shut up and take him out. Smell him out. Smell him out. Look like a dog. Look at you. Big fool and 70. Fool and 70. How can you talk like that? Have I been a senator? I take exception
to a senator.
Why are you talking to me like that?
You are a disgrace to the Senate.
You are an insult to womanhood.
You are
an insult to womanhood. And you are here to tell the world that you have not changed.
You cannot violate
my right. You are here to tell the world that you have not changed.
You are.
At 70, you have not changed.
You are a scoundrel.
I will not take it.
So
that is why you can never be here. People like you can never be here. People like you can never be here. How can you be? How can you be a fool?
Not a hooligan.
You are a hooligan.
You are a hooligan. So you will be.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, the Senate committee
chairman of the committee, chairman of the committee. And you say I should keep my mouth shut. Who are you to say so? Chairman. Who are you to say so? Chairman. Who are you?
I asked to be put out.
Okay, officer. And you refuse. Chairman of the committee.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
let me take this tweet from Frederick, who wrote, "The shame of a Nigerian senator. Bullying women is now their stock in trade. A senator bullying former Minister of Education, Oby Ezekwesili, during a public hearing. The suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan did not do as much as this. Under Akpabio, this bully called Senator Nwaboying will neither be disciplined nor suspended unless he accuses Akpabio of sexual harassment. Let us see how Akpabio's Senate will handle this national shame." Well, Nwaboying, who was on our nightly news program Newsnight to address the sexual harassment petition submitted by Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan and the altercation that ensued at the Senate committee, said that he regrets his statements he made against the former minister, but called for disciplinary actions to be taken against her. Let's take a look.
Respect is earned. She has no right to talk to me. And to talk to me
again. Similarly, Madam Oby Ezekwesili's response is also unacceptable. Instructing a senator to shut up is inappropriate in a professional environment. Both of them exhibited unacceptable behaviors, period. She is a former minister and he is a sitting senator. They should behave responsibly. Well, let's take Oby Ezekwesili's account of the incident. She spoke with Charles Anyagolu on Arise Primetime, and she admitted to telling Senator Nwaboying to please shut up, but insisted that the senator was initially provoked before the altercation ensued. Let's take a look.
Then this senator, whom I will not acknowledge by mentioning his name at all.
His name is Senator.
Serious. In fact, part of what inflamed
life that we live in this country, and it gets worse from one administration to the other, that people find it very difficult to have very decent conversation. Yes. Now, all the traits of the Nigerian, character were on display in that, altercation. First, the senator was saying, "I'm a senator of the Federal Republic." Okay, everybody is busy with, "Do you know who I am?"
Yes.
Do you know who I am? We have this sense of importance. And then, before you know it, the conversation will degenerate to name calling. One party calls the other hooligan. Shut up. The other one says, "You are a disgrace." The other one says, "You are a disgrace too." That that altercation should not have taken place on the floor or within the premises of the National Assembly. So I think it looks ugly. It speaks to the way we behave as Nigerians. If you were talking to foreigners and you talk like this, they will be afraid. They will think that you just left the zoo. Anyway, the second thing is to know that two fighting or affray or altercation is an offense. It's a felony under Section 84 of the Criminal Code. No, you are not allowed to fight in a public space or to, quarrel in such a manner that, you look like you want to take advantage of each other. However, there's something they call parliamentary privilege, which is the immunity that lawmakers and people who speak on the floor, under parliamentary proceedings enjoy. Number 3 is the point that, look, both are in the wrong. As the gentleman that you quoted, as the man you quoted, EJ, I think you quoted his tweet. Yes. He said that the senator was wrong. After all, we call senators distinguished people.
Exactly.
And a senator is supposed to conduct himself in a very responsible manner. Even if he was angry that he was called a hooligan and asked to shut up, there was a chairman of that meeting. He could have sought the protection of the chairman, and the chairman would have maybe asked, Mrs. Ezekwesili to withdraw her statement. Right. And there would be some guy, but on his own, he just jumped and took over the meeting, and then the thing degenerated. And Mrs. Ezekwesili too, as an elderly person, shouldn't have, found herself in this kind of situation where we'll be talking to a senator that was born in 1982.
Well, it was 1982. Okay.
He was born in 1982.
No, quite young.
No, he was born in 1982.
Yes,
and he himself, we're Africans. And he himself was saying, you know, Ezekwesili, Ezekwesili is an elderly person, a grandmother, and he was talking to her like that.
Come on,
you know, the matter could have been handled in a different manner.
Yes.
And finally, which is my final point on this matter, is that, look, there is a lot of distraction. Where is the National Assembly, the Senate, going to find time now to do the work for which Nigerians have voted for them? Since March, we have not discussed any other thing. It is this Senator Akpoti Uduaghan's matter affecting other matters, dragging in other people in this matter. I hope that we will get through this as quickly as possible, and that Senate will return to serious lawmaking, which is his primary responsibility.
All right.
But it looks ugly, both to Nigerians watching it and also to the international community.
Right.
They asked Mrs. Ezekwesili to go on oath.
Right.
I think that was what she said caused the matter, and she said she could not go on oath. Now, I don't know whether it's a standing order that you go on oath before you serve as a witness, before your matter can be adopted. So there are many gray areas in this particular matter.
Right,
but
absolutely.
Please,
absolutely.
we want more seriousness coming from the Senate.
Well said, Dr. I just wanted to raise it. I mean, should the Committee for Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions, you know, address this matter? I mean, this is a sitting senator. I'm not going to go on Oby Ezekwesili because she's not within the Senate. It's a sitting senator. You know, behaving in such a manner. It was televised. It's all over
parliamentary behavior.
But
social media.
Should he be able to listen to
it? Face disciplinary action?
No, but if you file a petition, if there's a petition filed to his conduct, they should be able to respond.
I'd like for you to speak to that.
Okay,
and
so
his behavior.
See, both parties have blames to share here. But let me go to a background, because there is something before something. At first, those in defense of Natasha Akpoti Senator Natasha Akpoti had talked about bias of that committee. In fact, I hear there had been a court filing to debar the head of that committee, that Senator Maswe, in the first place. Secondly, the case of oaths, there was a back and forth, and this was what Senator Oby claimed, because there are two sides to the story. I said Senator Oby, goodness me. You know, because the senator said you can never be here, so maybe she can be here. Senator, you don't know. So what she claimed was that they had stopped their team, from speaking, and he, the senator, he said, if you people are not serious, we are ready to go ahead and take the oath. And then she interjected with that line, shut up. And he got infuriated and he said the following words, not my words. The full word, full at 70, smelly mouth, scoundrel, lots of words were going around, which was not good conduct by both parties. But I think the substantial matter we should talk about, Oji, is the fact that the real investigation by the Senate Ethics Committee should not be drowned in this side drama. We must get to the point where the Natasha team presents our own facts on the ground, and the Akpabio team also have their own facts on the ground, and we are able to weigh this so that we can get a reasonable conclusion.
Yes.
This drama is not necessary. I'm very sad that the first time that the Ethics Committee did sit down to hear this matter after a while, it is this drama we're taking out of it. The drama is not the substance of what happened. What happened is the fact that the Senator Natasha team is claiming bias on one side, and the Senate should be able to recuse itself if they claim bias against this committee, like they advise that a ad hoc committee should be set up. I think the Senate Committee on Ethics should recuse itself, since initially a case of bias has been established against them. A free independent committee so that we can get to the end of this matter and we can get done with all of this.
All right.
All right. At least everybody's talking about what is affecting us right now in the country. The Senate have been distracted with this sexual harassment for the past 6 weeks now, if I'm not mistaken, or 5 weeks. Okay, say 5 weeks, because it started in the first week of March, right? Okay, it's not even up to. Okay, regardless of what, these people don't want to have a proper investigation on that sexual harassment. That's why you see they are having one way or the other to create chaos, problem everywhere, so that we will forget everything. Let's have our 2 minutes final submission on everything we've talked about today. Please stick to your time. I'll come to Black Panther straight away. I'll grab Black Panther if you're there. Your final submissions are 2 minutes.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch, for taking me back. And I want to thank you for doing diligently your work. I want to thank you for doing it well prepared, well cooked, and well served. I want to thank you so much. It is high time the women should come out. I want to advise our women. You have a role model. Today I dedicated it to Mommy Obi. She's a role model for all women to emulate. She's somebody that many should stand by her back, because she does not jump into any ship. She has critically analyzed it, and she knows where the fault of the Senate. That's why they brought that man that called himself the senator. That's why they brought that man who has sold his conscience and his being with just 2 kobo to this oligarch that is in Aso Rock. They are not ashamed of themselves, and they will never be ashamed until they go down. This is the playbook that I was expecting from them. This is the playbook I've been expecting from President Tinubu, and is displaying the oligarch system, which some countries are buying, and he has bought it himself. The question now is, what do we look out, and how do we remedy, and how do we do this thing well? It lies in the hands of the people that owns the sovereignty of the land. That is you and I. The Nigerians, they have to start sitting up. It's not by jumping in the bag on the ship and start blabbing the mouth. You need to be at the point where you say, let's call white, white, and blue, blue. We need to stand together. We need to stand firm, and we need to be focused in our struggle against the oppressors, against us. We need to stand firmly and fight. There's nothing, it's not going to be a day job. We need to continue to fight and fight until we dismantle this regime. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Black Panther. I appreciate you. Mother Rita, your 2 minutes, man. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for this opportunity. There's one thing that kind of irks me. I feel kind of irritated anytime I hear it, that Natasha's issue is a distraction. It's not a distraction. You know, it is part of our way of life now in Nigeria. Everything encompasses what we are going through. So when I hear, Abati was saying, let us focus on, let this thing be over so we can focus on more important issues. Natasha's issue is not a distraction, and it's a very, very important issue. It's a very, very important issue. And then, I want to speak to Akpabio's wife, the one that called himself the Senate president. Your husband is a sexual predator. There's a video when these issues, started earlier on. There's when you play the video, and there's a comment she made. She said her husband told her that if she's not ready to feel the heat, let her leave, that she should leave. Yes, that's what she said. So it speaks volumes. It tells you that this is not the first time from John Nguyen. That is the only one that came out. And I'm believing that there are many other women who have complained one way or the other. And now he's so fed up of her complaining that he's telling her, if you can't take the heat, please leave. She knows her husband is a sexual predator. And because we live in a country where people know that the judiciary system is not independent, the security infrastructure is not independent either. So in a society, many women would have come out from even prior to the time Akpabio was governor to explain what they went through, the sexual abuse that they went through. But because Nigeria is just the way it is now, and there's a lot of silence. So please, my people, keep speaking. Natasha's issue is not a distraction. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mother Rita. God bless you. Thank you. Give us a mandate. Are you there? Okay. Let me move on to Mr. Jonathan. Please, sir, go ahead. 2 minutes. Thank you. Mr. Jonathan, you are not there. Oga Ferrara, are you still there with us?
I did here.
Go ahead, sir. 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, sir. I couldn't come in the first round, but thank you so much for the time. I do appreciate it. Well, I stand on the existing protocol. Madam Oby Ezekwesili will not join them because she's honorable, and these guys are dishonorable. I think the guy was calling for Madam Oby to come. If it was easy, she should come and join. She should come and join them. Oby will not join you guys. Madam Oby is honorable. You guys are dishonorable. There is nothing good you can expect from this 10th Senate. Number 10 is a very significant number. It's a significant number. I mean, if you watched soccer or football, as they call it, the midfielder always have, most time, we are the jersey number 10. The number 10 is very, very critical. But these guys have destroyed what number 10 means. This 10th Senate stinks. This 10th Senate is a cankerworm. This 10th Senate is a home of thugs and criminals. This 10th Senate is a home for sexual predators. This 10th Senate is a home of bribe collectors to do against the will of their people. This 10th Senate do against the will of the people that sent them to the house. And that's why that guy can be asking a citizen, do you know who I am? White House, in the White House here, when they are giving press briefing, if the president stands, they question the president, regardless of who you are. And this guy is asking the person that sent you on errand, do you know who I am? These guys are criminals. These guys are worthless human beings, if you can use that word. These guys don't have regard for anybody. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is gone. These guys have succeeded in running down the country. How it gets better, I don't know. But do you know that guy is also he falls in the category of the Gen Zs or whatever you want to call it. But all same
Thank
thing.
you, my brother. Thank you
So much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oga Ferreira, please, 2 minutes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I want to use my 2 minutes on solution. This problem we are all talking about, whether Natasha, whether the dishonorable member, whether our democracy being stolen from each state, this problem started way before any one of us here were born. And the solution to start with is one: we cannot be silent. Collective silence is what has brought us to our knees. That's why some of us, everyone, Mr. Elvis and everybody, they are doing their own part. We need more people to do their own part. Speak, talk, complain, rant, 30 days rant, partake in it. Let your voice be heard. That's number one. Let them know you're not happy. That girl, NYSC girl, she ranted. Her voice was heard. Today, they are now paying NYSC 77,000 that they've promised them. If you quiet, your problem multiplies and it dies with you. That's number one. Number two, we have to know that there are some words we use and some people with us, we call friends. We say we are playing politics. What we are playing is not politics. Let us call a spade a spade. Let us call out the enemies, those that are trying to relabel us. Every time they talk, they will say, you're being emotional. You're being emotional. When they've taken everything from you, what else do you have left but emotion? We have to talk against those people. We have to castigate them. They are our enemies. Anybody destroying our country or supporting those that are destroying our country, they are your enemy. See them as enemy. Identify them. Castigate them. You cannot put a clown in a house
in a kingdom, in a palace, the palace becomes a joke. We have to get all the clowns out of our country before we now train them to face the big man that's the real problem. That's all I have to say.
Right.
Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Abdul Malik, 2 minutes, sir. Then Mr. Doa, get ready.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Nigeria Watch. My question is this House of Senate, what is preventing them not to investigate this Natasha issue? That one will show you that probably this man is guilty. Yes. Why can't they investigate the issue, the matter? What is preventing them? He's guilty. We are not kids, understand? Even though you don't read law, but you need to know some kind of things. Those people is like those politicians in Nigeria. It's like they just believe they are working on themselves. They are not working for people. That is just they are proud. They just believe they are working for themselves. They are not there for the people. And Nigeria people, they don't know their left or right. They don't know their left or right. They don't know the law. They don't know that those people they are working for them. But politicians in Nigeria, they just keep on impoverish them. That's why they don't get that IQ. They don't get that idea. They are just, I don't really understand. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria.
All right, Abdul Malik, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Odua, your 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. As I said, to the Kogi, Natasha, lawyer, they should just look at the way they filed the case. Since the annex said they have seen the signature and whatever this, the same people that have their phone number, the same people that have signature, if it is 2, 3, or 4 of them they were able to use to file case against those people, then it is very easy for court to say, this is the same people that annex you said you see that they sign recall, and they are the ones still suing that they did not sign recall, they always sign for job. Very simple. So automatically everything died down without no stress, because the person you said is signed for you to recall is the person suing you for lying, using his name to lie. INEC, the court sent the paper to INEC. They don't have where to hide, because whatever they call arise and their channel, they will carry it. When they sued, when they read the paper from the court, it's very simple. Everything died down. The court ended. And those people will not be deformed of their trying to do evil against Natasha. So Natasha lawyer should just do that tomorrow on Monday. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jawash.
All right, Mr. Odua, I want to use the opportunity to thank every one of you for your time with us today. Thank you so much, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast right now. Let's continue to put our voices to this. Fortunately, that we find ourselves in this. Other countries are moving on. Only Nigeria is moving backward.
Mr. Evans, have you made the final
sir.
submission? You called me earlier.
Yes, I called you.
Okay.
Quickly, okay, go ahead. Your 2 minutes then. Go ahead.
Nothing much to say. I think everyone have spoken. I just want to correct the impression. When I was making my earlier submission, I was talking about character. I don't want people to be misled. I was talking of character, that what the dishonorable man who call himself senator, what he display is not character, and that if you want to see the real definition of character, you can use that as a way to differentiate between what a man of character is and a man that lacks character. So that was what I was trying to say. But finally, the people have said that the recall is not going to hold water from a common sense. So you have common. I know that Nigeria is crooked. I know that INEC has came out earlier today and say everything is fine. When we know that everything is not fine, we know that it is all crooked and fake. So let them subject. It is very simple. Let them subject all the signature to forensic subject the signature to forensic audit. Period. It's as simple as that. You will be shocked that only one man sat in one room and signed maybe 10,000 put his own because the people, are you kidding me? So you are telling me that in a district in Nigeria, all of them they are illegal, they can sign documents. Is that what you are telling us? So they sign it or they thumbprint it. Is it sign or thumbprint in that area where majority of them are village women? Are you trying to deceive Nigeria like this?
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you.
Not hold waters. It's as simple as that.
You.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. We have done excellently well this evening. We're going to continue again from where we stop tomorrow. Fingers crossed, by God's grace. Let's continue to talk about what is affecting us. Every one of you that called in today, I want to say I appreciate you all. Thanks for putting your voices out there. There was this particular person that was commenting, John Nase. You were commenting, you were looking forward to joining or rather calling to the show. Is a number was actually displayed on the screen, but you didn't call in, because the phone has been here, so, and a link were posted that on the comment section as well. You didn't join the panel. In case of next time, you can join the panel with a link posted on the comment section or use the number provided to call into the show and give your submission. But nevertheless, we appreciate your time with us. We are looking forward to hearing your submissions somehow, someday. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, Sue Berry. You're the only one that's budgeted me today. I want to let you know that I'm very, very grateful. I appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. Thank you very much, Black Panther, Mother Rita, Mane Ferreira, Abdul Malik, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Odua. Give us a mandate. Sir Louis, and many other. Mr. Henry, yes. And we better not go forget, and every one of you. Yes, easier to calculate everything on my head, too easy like that, but still. Why my people right there on the comment section? Mother for Mom Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you, Mommy, for all that you do. Abu Azi, I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you very much, Info. Thank you. Imwetia, Ifowa, all the way from Facebook. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Ajay Deborah Beck Mark, thank you. God bless you. Or Eva Line, Love Mandika, Peg Modi, Emma, thank you, my people. God bless you all. We've come to the end of the broadcast, my people. Let's continue again from where we stopped tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Always look out for us. I might end this show now and be posting you another video. Who knows? Yeah, we only act according to what we have for you. Trending. Take care, my people. Now, I will draw the curtain. Take care and good night.
Are you bakala mi da jindum, balano mi da jindum, kamwelo tito saya. Abiam nalo. Press.